We're live. Oh, my fucking chest is pounding out of my heart. Why is that? Dave is not coming on the show. When I post, hey, what's up, Sousa? When I post a picture, Dave is not coming on the show. What the fuck is going on? Oh, darn it. I have two things going on at the same time. I have too much going on at the same time. You know, right before the show starts, I have like 50 ways that I want to start the show.
Yeah,
like
how do you decide?
Oh, I don't. None of the ways I decide ever happen. It's just a complete. I was thinking about starting the show with this because this kills two birds with one stone. This scares the shit out of you, and it's funny. Look at it. I was gonna start the show like this.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that GIF?
No.
Isn't that appropriate? Here, if you don't get the theme I'm going for, let me give you another GIF. Let me give you. How about this one? How about this one? Okay, I got one more because I couldn't choose. I don't want to do this.
For those of you guys that are listening, he just showed several GIFs of things just being absolutely destroyed.
Let me see. Was that good, Caleb?
It was brilliant.
Thank you. The thing is, I don't want to do this, but my heart tells me that I should. I'm just listening to my heart.
Okay, that's good.
We can't even look up what that word means.
What word?
Heart. I did listen to Michael Singer's book, Soul Untethered, and he does explain what the heart is, and it's the first time I've heard a definition of heart that I kind of could go with. Look at my notes here. My wife said, remember before you start the show, you are nothing. You are no thing. She wants me to be chill tonight because she's seen me like, I'm really wound up. I'm really fired up, guys. I want to show you guys one more thing too.
Makes me nervous.
I just want to watch. Oh, maybe Caleb is the one who told me this. Someone in our team thread did share screen. I'll be careful. I'm being careful. I don't have anything crazy open anyway.
It's just because you share your screen, you don't just share the window. So I just
see all my tabs open and shit. Yeah. Dude, did you see we're approaching 400,000?
You know how I feel about those analytics.
Right. Just work hard, Sevy. The Dave Castro shirt is sold fucking out at Rogue.
I got one immediately.
Woo.
I bought it immediately.
You did?
Yeah. I'm just upset I won't be here before Waterpalooza.
Oh, yeah. Hey, dude. Print out a fucking 100 bootlegs of those and just sell them there. And we'll pay for our trip there. Have you so the purpose of this call, I don't know the purpose of this call, this podcast. I want to just say to you, I don't want to be doing this. Today, I want to be interviewing David Taylor. Do you guys know who David Taylor is? He won the gold medal for the U.S. team at the Olympics in wrestling. I was texting with him all night, last night, trying to get him on the show. I want to have Derek Lewis on, the UFC fighter. I want to have Douglas Murray on. If you don't know who that is, you got to know who that is. If you want to have your eyes opened up, can you pull up Douglas Murray, the author, Caleb? Sorry, I'm just fucking bombing you this morning or this afternoon or this evening. I don't want to talk about CrossFit. I'm only talking about this shit because it's like, I don't know why I'm doing it. I guess just to leverage the numbers because it's so exciting. Yeah, this guy's amazing. What's the you got to watch his interview with Peter Boghossian, and this guy is amazing. If you want to be, if you're like on the fence and you're like, I don't know about these conservatives, or I don't know about wokeness or this or that, this is your guy. Pretty sure this dude's gay too. The Madness of Crowds. Yes, Douglas Murray. Read that. God, I would love to have him on the show. Man, this guy is smart. So, CrossFit HQ, the board, everyone over there, stop talking publicly. Now is the time to stop making posts. Do not go on podcasts. Do not try to mitigate damage. Do not start spinning a tail. Do you know why? Do you know why? I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why. This is why. Everything you say is kindling. Everything. Oh, he's not gay. He's British. Douglas Murray. Really? Whatever. It's the same thing to me. Everything you say, HQ, is kindling. You let my friends. Do you guys hate Austin Malleolo and Daniel Chafee? Do you guys hate them? Sorry, Austin. You're gonna take a fucking beating tonight.
Wait, why is he gonna take a beating?
You'll see. I'm gonna share another screen with you. These goofballs.
I like him.
I like him too. That's what sucks. CrossFit Home Office. This wasn't even the plan. The podcast was as I was just going to open up, and I just wanted to talk to affiliates about two main subjects. The two main subjects I was going to talk to you about is because people just keep saying, "Oh, this is just normal change." Dave's gone. This is just evolution. Don't worry, things just change. You know, you have those ass clowns in the content space saying stuff like, "Oh, this is don't get all emotional. Oh, things come and go, change." No, sorry, dude. It went from Greg Glassman running this thing with the least rents model. That's what you affiliates signed up for, and you knew who owned it. You used to know who owned CrossFit Inc. Now it's the most rents model, meaning they have to get the most value out of the affiliates to come back to the mothership. And you don't know who owns your company. You guys don't know who your affiliate fees are going to. I mean, really, really start thinking about that. I mean, it's going to come out. It's going to come. Why don't they want you to know?
Is it going to come out?
Yeah, it's going to come out. Oh, damn, I should have gone back to that GIF. You guys, not only do you not know who owns, but you're the complete.
What do you mean? Eric Rosa owns CrossFit.
No, Eric Rosa does not.
He's the CEO. We were all told that he owned it. I know you were
told that. I know.
He was riding off to the sunset. He was going to run it for 50 years.
It was semantics. I think he is a owner, like 1 or 2%, 4%.
Well, that doesn't sound like he owns anything then.
12%.
You need at least 51, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Sevon, he actually is gay, but that doesn't make for a good joke. I understand. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I understand. Thank you, Logan. Logan Mars is a part of the show. If you guys didn't know, he is. You can only be part of the show if you're funnier than me. What the fuck?
Are you dialing? Are you Syrian? Get that off your neck.
I'm so sorry. I don't want anyone ever to see me wearing these. This is old man gear. This is how I talk to you on the phone. You know, I'm always like dealing with my kids and doing business. It's this. So I have this on my phone and I'm like, okay, Suzo, who are we going to have on the show today?
So everybody just hears everything I say all the time?
No, yes, kind of.
My
kids do.
All my medical privacy just gone.
You don't know who owns the company, and you now are part of something that's the most rents model. And I want to tell you, the spin machine is going to start up at CrossFit HQ, and this is what the spin machine looks like. It's when people say things that are ambiguous and you have to fill in the blanks. They did it to Greg Glassman. Most of you listening fell for it. They say a word that means nothing, and then you fill in the blanks. You fill in the colors. I gave a perfect example in the show the other day about Julie Fouché doing that about her ex-husband. She said a night before the wedding, she saw something and and she didn't know, she should have known then not to marry him or some shit like that, blah, 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 blah. And then we had to fill in like what it was. What did you see that you shouldn't have married him? And we had to fill it in. And so it starts a rumor mill. It's a great way to defame someone. We saw Andy Stump do it to Greg going on his podcast. It's a great, great way to do it. If you listen to this podcast, and the content creators in the CrossFit space do that too. And Morning Chalk is like notorious for that. They don't say anything. Unbelievable breaking news. It's raining today on planet Earth. Wow.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Can you tell me maybe where it's raining on planet Earth, what the temperature is, what time it's going to be raining, when it's going to stop? No, it's just big picture hogwash. You're going to listen to this podcast, and the main question that Chris Cooper is asking is, why would affiliates pay dues? What is the affiliate proposition? And these are some fucking smart dudes, by the way. Like, you are listening to some slick dudes and some smart dudes. Chris Pooper. No, not Chris Pooper. Chris Cooper.
No, Chris Cooper.
He's not only smart, he's been in the CrossFit community forever. He has a tremendous background with helping a shit ton of gyms, and he's done a lot of benevolent work too. It's not my place to say, but like some really, really benevolent shit. And I dig the guy. I really, really, really enjoy him. Gary Gaines, don't know him at all, comes across just so polished, so nice, and really, even the people I know at HQ who don't like him are like, hey, you can't say anything bad about him. Motherfucker is slick. And then the other two people I know, I don't know. I want to say I know well, but like, I don't know if I can say that. Daniel Chafee, who I like a lot, and Austin Malleolo, who I like a lot.
Daniel's been on the show.
Yeah.
You could see an interview with him on it.
And I think you're gonna have to get the exact titles right, but Gary Gaines is the big boss, like head of affiliates or some shit, and Austin Malleolo is head of affiliates in the United States, and Daniel Chafee's head of affiliates internationally. But they have fancier titles than that. And on the team, on the affiliate team that Gary talks about, he says Danielle Hale, Paul Tremblay, and I know there's others, but those are the ones he mentions. And I know them too. I know Danielle very, very well. I know Danielle even better than I know any of those other people. Been on a shitload of business trips with Danielle. She was very close to Greg. She used to date Greg.
Really?
Really. It wasn't a secret.
No.
It's not like I'm like breaking some sort of fucking news.
Oh, I didn't know that. But I didn't really hear much about Greg's personal life.
That's because you're too busy fucking taking pounds off of fat people at CrossFit Livermore.
Saving lives, baby. In that podcast, Chris had some very good questions, but he didn't press. And he knows he didn't press.
He totally knows he didn't press.
Not like he was soft, but like if you really understood the questions that he was asking and you're able to elevate to that level of thought, and don't mistake that for me saying dumb or stupid. I just mean there's different levels of thought as you go into business and you're looking at the bigger picture. And Chris is one of those guys that understands the bigger picture. And he was asking those questions just enough to plant some seeds and to get some responses for those that were paying attention. And if you're really paying attention, you realize that a lot of those questions weren't answered at all.
Austin Malleolo is a world-class speaker. He's, done 300 or 400 live presentations. He's in a league of his own when it comes to talking to people. He knows the CrossFit methodology fucking as good as any human being on the fucking planet. He is a special, special asset to the world and to the CrossFit community. Daniel Chafee, a fucking legend as an affiliate owner. Makes penises and vaginas swoon alike. He's one of the most charming human beings, loving, gentle, strong, powerful people you'll meet in your life. Could sell fucking fire to the devil. So could Greg. They're all on this podcast and they're talking. And they're supposed to answer this question: what is the affiliate proposition? And maybe they give some answers. And for me, none of them stick. I'm going to write down some of the stuff that I told you that allows you to be part of the community. They give you tools to maintain your operation. You can participate in the open. You can use brand likeness. I don't even know what that means. You can you get discount tickets for the games. You get resources for operational efficiency. We have tools to make affiliates successful. These tools have been developed by the best and brightest in the affiliate system. We have something called the affiliate playbook. That's now a tool. It's best practices playbook. This is Gary's going through the things that they offer and why you would pay $3,000 a month.
The products.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, some of the best resources for affiliate is on your screen. You're looking at it too, Brain.
Oh yeah. Chris, I got to pull you off. If you want to be a sponsor, Chris, you can pay me $10,000 a month. That's it. That's all you get here. Get the fuck out of here. Gary Gaines says in there, and none of that shit means anything to me. I want to hear I need real tangible shit. Like, here, Sevon, here's a stick. You can use this to beat the wild dogs in your front yard. Let me show you how. Like, for me, Sevon, you look 20 years younger today, and with some hearts in the eyes. That chick likes me. Gary Gaines, it says, if you're not involved in the community, you can't understand it. This is why you guys should need to stop. Just stop. Just stop, okay? Please. Oh, damn it. I clicked the dragon and I erased it. I clicked the X. I was going to show you the dragon burning shit down again. Damn it. Damn it. I mean, darn it. Cheese and crackers.
Cheese and right.
If you're not involved in the community, you cannot understand it, says Gary Gaines. Gary, are the owners part of the community? Let me read this again. Gary Gaines. Oh, damn it. I mean, darn it.
Are you vetting these?
No, I'm not vetting them. Dave, how are you?
Good.
Are you going to say anything racist, homophobic, or that's going to offend me?
Not at all.
Okay, let's talk.
I feel better now. Thank you, Sevon.
No problem. Vetted. Go ahead, brother, because I'm saying some important shit. I'm on a roll. I should have hung up on you, but I saw you had the name Johnston, and I just was hoping it would be. I just like Johnson. I like that word. I know you have.
Well, I've been listening to you for a long time, and I like everything that you're saying.
Oh, okay. I'm going to give you my mom's phone number. Will you talk to her?
We're not giving you the phone number.
There's an assumption that I don't already have it.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, got it. Sorry, I'm a little slow.
That was an awkward delivery.
Well done.
So I'm just calling about Castro being gone. I moved back to my hometown in Ohio, and I've started building a community to grow health and, start each individual in my family and their friends on their own fitness journey. And I've been contemplating affiliating, and I'm really apprehensive about it now. Like, I'm really scared. Like, I don't know what it stands for. Like, for me, culture is everything. And I think that more and more of the culture is just going away.
Oh, I'll tell you this. This is my opinion. I cannot give you an opinion on whether you should affiliate or not, because I fucking really don't know. But I'm going to tell you this. CrossFit Inc. is an experiment that was created by Greg Glassman. This is my opinion, my sole opinion. An experiment created by Greg Glassman to create a methodology that would make the fittest humans with the greatest capacity and make them live the longest. And it would be an experiment involving nutrition and movement, a lifestyle experiment. And it would be held to a high scientific rigor, and not like this so-called pandemic shit we're doing now. I mean, like real scientific rigor. And with real metrics, and he's a mad scientist, like Hemingway mad, like Tupac mad, like he is a creative powerhouse, like Einstein mad, and he put this thing together, and it somehow got on the internet. He's not a businessman. Greg told us 1,000 times in front of thousands of people, I am not a businessman. When he spoke at Harvard, I am not a businessman. And this was, so I call it an experiment, and people volunteered all over the world to do it, especially people whose life depended on their fitness and their health. And meaning first responders, SEALs, firefighters, ambulance drivers, all that shit. And teachers in the Oakland public school system. And that's a joke. And it's over. The experiment's fucking over. The scientist has left the room.
Yeah.
The scientist has left the room, and there was a culture that went along with it too. That was the part that, like, because everyone has a little bit of woke in them. That was the part that should have appealed to and the culture is that anybody could do it. This is the most inclusive thing that's ever been on the planet. You want to do that shit with your 4 boyfriends covered in lube, and one's Asian, one's black, one's a pygmy, and one used to be a girl. Let's Fran the fuck up.
Minus the lube, that's unsafe. Don't.
Yeah, the lube is unsafe.
Lube's
My point is, and now I'm really going to get off topic. It's crazy that they came in here. There's a point in this thing. There's a point in this thing where, and this is Gary, dude, be quiet, buddy. There's people. It's not, you might be smarter and have more experience, but you gotta stop talking, dude. And here's why. Chris Cooper asked, hey, it used to be a company that talked about X, Y, and Z, basically implying that, hey, we used to say shit like, hey, fuck sugar, fuck Coke, fuck ESPN, fuck Budweiser. And the reason why I said is not because it's bad for you, but because they were lying about stuff in the science spaces. They were lying about how much Coke you could drink, how much water you could drink, how much Gatorade you could drink. We caught them lying. We caught them paying off scientists. So that's why we fought with them. Not because Greg believes in free markets, sell and buy all the Coke you wanted. And then when Gary Gaines was asked, hey, are you still going to do that? I got to find this shit that he said in his answer. It's so fucking funny. He said, we're still a principled company. Man, I have too many notes. We're still a principled company. Gaines went on to say, look at me, I'm like an author. Gaines went on to say, but we're a more quiet group than before. We let our products speak for themselves. No, dude, you're less transparent and you're a fucking coward. Not you personally, Gary. The company, everyone sees it. Don't hide it as you're quiet. You let fucking 15,000 gyms get whooped by their fucking governments to shut down. Not because and you didn't say shit about it. Your CEO still hasn't said that, hey, not eating sugar and refined carbohydrates is the cure. He's a fucking pussy. Your product's not speaking for itself. Your product's been shut down for 2 years. Uh-oh. Sorry, Haley. Sorry. I am no thing.
I feel like we might be holding the caller hostage here. Maybe we should.
Yeah, sorry. Do you want to go? Sorry, Dave. I'm sorry. Dave. I'm gonna circle back to that. But let me just drive this point home. Sorry, Dave. Dave, you can hang up on me if you want. I want to drive this point home. You are not quieter. You're not a quieter company. You're not principled. You lied in the interview with Chris Cooper when you said, hey, your company won't mandate the affiliates to do anything. First of all, that's a lie. You should have said we won't mandate you to do anything that's not in the affiliate agreement. But second of all, you mandated that Craig Howard shut down. You mandated that Craig Howard either shut down or relinquish his position because he was staying open and helping people fight COVID the only way he knew how. Meanwhile, you fucking let this fucking ass clown celebrate kicking people out of his gym for not being vaccinated. You do have a position. And for those of you who can't see this is from One Nation Fitness. This is a CrossFit gym. And they took the initiative even before the federal government or state government made them only allow people work out in there who are vaccinated. They started early. He hung up. Sorry, I didn't want to do that. I don't know. Should he affiliate? Hey, let me finish this thought. How are you going to say, Gary, that Craig Howard, if he doesn't follow the rules and shut down, but if he doesn't follow the rules of Contra Costa County and shut down, that he can't be his position as like affiliate liaison or whatever you goofballs call it now? And yet this guy who's the head, this guy who owns this gym, I think this is Austin Maliola's gym, he runs He's in charge of affiliates in the nation, and he's celebrating. Please, people, a couple of you people, I really like you guys. I really do. But don't say that Austin Malleolo has no choice. We all have a choice. Stop saying that the city of Boston enforces it. He could stay open. And let me tell you this, this is a difference between least rents model and most rents model. Greg Glassman, I can tell you with almost all certainty, and I'm not saying this to defend Greg in the slightest, would have fired every CrossFit employee and used that money to keep all of you guys open. I'm telling you, that's not hyperbole. So I don't lie. Don't go on Chris Cooper's thing and think that no one's listening. Just stop. I'm going to, damn, I don't have the dragon gif anymore. I'm going, and everything you say is kindling.
Now
you're not only, you're lying. You're not principled. You're a liar. Thank you. Let's take a moment to enjoy this. God, if this had a sound effect.
Isn't that gym attached to Reebok?
Maybe it used to.
Oh, okay, but not anymore.
Yeah.
This
dude Austin's a good dude. This dude Austin knows. This dude Austin Malleolo, he knows that nobody dies, in my opinion.
Do you feel
from Divock, who does COVID?
Do you feel like that,
who does CrossFit?
Do you feel like his decision might have been influenced a little bit by the people at CrossFit to kind of say, hey, if you jump out and you do this first, it's going to show the community that this is kind of okay and you're leading the charge on it? So
no idea.
You think
Zero knowledge or input or
yeah, I mean,
zero.
I don't know why they would. I don't really see the motive behind that.
Zero. These are my friends, guys. This isn't like fun. I really don't want to do this. I mean, I want to do it. Like, I normally don't have my heart pounding out of my chest before a show, but this show, it was pounding out of my chest. I just want to just talk to UFC fighters and ask them, like, do you get a lot of chicks? I don't want to be sitting here telling you that Sevon, did you shave your arms? No, dude. Look at this fucking girls. Close your eyes in the audience. Look at this. I got like a weird tricep. I got a tuft there, like the Jason Khalipa tuft.
Oh.
Oh my God. We have some crazy good stuff coming up for you for Wadapalooza. As long as they like, I'm going to have O'Keefe on. I got to just make sure. I don't believe they're really going to give us the access they say they're going to give us, but man, we're going to have some amazing stuff for you. You have to understand that the difference between a, what are those things that the horses used to pull and they had the wooden wheels?
A carriage?
Carriage. No, there's a better word. Do you know what those are called, Caleb?
Stagecoach.
A stagecoach. Thank you. There's a difference between the stagecoach and the automobile. Stagecoach has wooden wheels, and the automobile has rubber wheels, and it's a significant advancement. Those of you who are like, hey, this is just the evolution, there's no real, this is just normal, you're not getting it. This isn't going from the wooden wheel to the rubber wheel. I wish I could come up with, I thought in the shower, even while I was cleaning my butt and soaping my face, and just, I thought it's nonstop of a metaphor, and I couldn't for you. I was like, dear God, I know I don't believe in you, but I know you could give me a great metaphor. And what's happening is it's gone from a lease rents model to a most rents model. You have to understand it. It's not even the same. It can't ever be the same. It's like people who think that you're going to vaccinate the whole planet and then we'll go back to normal. That's like, you're not understanding the whole planet's been vaccinated. You're not going back to normal. It's the exact same thing. You're missing that, like, no, everything has changed. Everything has changed. And basically, it was changed before. It's only a matter of time before every single employee who used to work at CrossFit, who tries to hold the line, like probably, who will get waxed, get booted. You just can't, because Greg brainwashed us. He brainwashed us. It is a cult. It was affiliates first at all fucking costs. And you know how he did that. I know a lot of you didn't see it. The affiliate proposition may be 1,000 times better now. I don't know what it is. I listened to the show for an hour. I still don't know exactly what it is. I tried to be honest with you and share you what I got from it. But what Greg was doing is he used the vast majority of the money for legal purposes to basically ward off anyone who would hurt all trainers, not just CrossFit trainers, all trainers worldwide. I don't wax my arms. I've never waxed my arm. I waxed up here, the tough. Hey, Wad Zombie, you're killing it, dude. The memes.
Yeah, he's had some great stuff.
Yeah. You should blast Dave a little bit too. It's a little too pro Dave. You should blast Dave a little bit. Like show him like in a field, like in Salinas, like picking strawberries now. Dave's new job.
Thinking about programming.
Yeah. How many strawberries he can pick. Have you ever been to his house? Do you know where he lives?
The ranch?
Yeah. No. Well, the ranch too, I guess. I mean,
No, I've been to the
everything
ranch.
over his house overlooks just fields and fields. They're probably like Dole's fields and fields of berries, like it's like to the horizon. It's nuts. Oh, you can't do this. You can't have the guy, and the PR guy is the exact same way. You have to know this. The PR guy, Andrew Weinstein, but they are so fucking woke over there. They don't care. He doesn't care about CrossFit. He cares that Joe Biden, he doesn't even care that Joe Biden's elected. He cares that Trump isn't elected. These people are filled with, if you saw the last show when I explained to you what diversity is, they're filled with this delusion. Imagine, I got it written down here. I'm not even going to try to wing it. Daniel Chafee said in the interview, sorry, I'll come back to that. Daniel Chafee said in the interview, we're going to have, someone asked him, hey, what about using lobbying efforts in Europe? And Daniel went through a story about how they tried to use lobbying efforts in Europe. And he said, we're going to have to force this change from the bottom up. How? You're damn straight, Daniel. But your buddy, fucking Austin Malleolo, who's on the call, is sucking the fucking... is taking it straight from the top, grabbing his ankle straight from the fucking, for the guys at the top. You're not on the same page, Daniel, as your buddies. You're not on your same page as Austin Malleolo. His gym is a segregated gym. His gym doesn't allow black people. No, sorry. Oh, unvaccinated people. Sorry, I get that confused all the time. For those of you who can't see the podcast, I'm celebrating because I think I'm so fucking witty right now. We are going to have to force change from the bottom. You're right, Daniel. And that's not going to happen with the leader of fucking North America's affiliates celebrating getting ahead of vaccine mandates to let people work out in his gym. Oh, but we're a quieter company. Look at our product. No, you're a fucking coward and you're not transparent.
Well,
You're
that's the thing
cowards.
too.
You're cowards and you're not transparent. I'm sorry, Haley. I know you told me no name calling. It's an observational. Strike cowards from the record.
Strike cowards from the record. Yeah, strike cowards.
So you're not transparent. It's not that you're a
Don't-
quieter company that lets your product speak for itself.
Yeah. Who is their customer?
We, the Boston, just complete terrified. He lives in one of the most terrified cities of the world. You could argue compassion for Austin for sure. You could be like, but Sevon, he'll go out of business. I mean, there is a huge argument based on money of why Austin should do this. That can't be argued. He wins.
Well, isn't that what's kind of motivating everything? Like, isn't all these changes
not Craig Howard? Not Craig Howard. Not Craig Howard.
Craig Howard's a very unique individual. He's a leader.
Ooh. I'm sorry. I missed. What did you say? Craig Howard's a what?
A leader. And it takes a unique individual to make some of those hard decisions and kind of be the first one to step out in front of the firing squad. And that's exactly what he was for all of us up here. And I can tell you firsthand, Craig Howard received a GoFundMe that was put together without his knowledge by his members to help pay for some of the fines that they were receiving for remaining open against the mandate. And at the time, he didn't necessarily need it. So he spun that whole thing into a GoFundMe for all the Northern Cal affiliates. And I saw firsthand the checks that were cut to either help people pay their affiliate fees or to help people get equipment that they needed to operate outside or just anything that they needed through this hard time. And he got let go from that position of a NorCal affiliate rep.
Yeah, he got for giving that. Sevon, why isn't Sevon bringing up that Greg lost his own company because he's racist? You fucking moron. You fucking moron. First of all, he didn't lose his company. He sold his company. He sold his company for hundreds of millions of dollars. And he's not racist. And you say that because you have nothing else to contribute that's actually factual.
Yeah, I think that's a bot account too. It's just numbers and letters. It looks like it was made an hour ago to troll.
Like if you were to say, what's up, 920? You saw something on Reddit that you liked? You saw something on Reddit that resonated with you? Huh? How do I just block that dude from the fucking comments and send him into the ether?
Yeah, we'll get it.
It's
I
like
would get
not
nervous.
like just like if you want to ask me, hey, Sevon, did you ever hear anything racist Greg did? But that's
Greg's not a racist.
sorry. Yes. Hi, Samuel. How are you, Samuel Fleming? How can I help you, my friend?
Are we back with this again today?
What? Just
Samuel?
Samuel Conway.
Dude, okay, so I have a couple. One, I have one thing to say, and I have a couple questions to ask. I didn't realize that, like, Julie Fouché, like, middle school to where she has to, like, divorce her husband over some fucking porn.
Oh, I was wrong about that. Let me tell you something. So isn't that amazing? So I brought that up as like some sort of thing, like, hey, you shouldn't do ambiguous stuff because then people will spread rumors. And I spread a rumor about that. Thank you for bringing that up. So after I said that, I found out that actually wasn't true, that I was more right about, like, closer to being right about the chicken baster full of Vaseline in the ass. But anyway.
Oh, shit.
I apologize to her ex-husband. Like, I don't know what the fuck the truth is, and I'm sorry that I had to use that as an example. But those are the kind of people who are at HQ. I'm telling you, it's just a fucking giant propaganda ambiguous machine to steer the ship. It's not even a ship. It's a fucking boat. It's a paddle boat. Like one of those ones at Disneyland where you pedal the thing and you're like, and your swan is like, go ahead.
I have a theory on this whole, like, Dave Castro, like, getting fired thing. So do you remember, like, during the Open when that video came out that he's like, yeah, these are my last 3 weeks. Like, this is my last one. Yada, yada. Do you remember that video?
How many years ago was it?
It came out this year.
Oh.
Like, it was like so it was like right before the Panchek brothers went and did the Open announcement. He was he was just like talking shit. Someone was like talking to him and everything like that. He's like, yeah, this is going to be like my last one, yada, yada. And I don't know if that was the Open or not, but I wonder if, like, little Dick Rosa has such a...
Please, no name calling.
Okay.
Unless it's factual.
Has this like little man syndrome to where he has to be like, okay, I'm going to fire you before you can quit me.
No. Well, no. What was happening basically was this. I'll go. So basically, Dave was ready to stop doing the Open years ago and and he wanted to hand it off. And then what happened is Greg hired this other CEO, and that CEO told Dave that he had to hand it off. And Dave didn't like doing shit on other people's terms. So he said, all right, fuck you guys. I'm going to keep doing it since you told me not to do it. And then second that the company was sold, then he's like, okay, he told us all, hey, this is my last year. Like, we knew.
Yeah.
But I understand how you could think that, but no, that wasn't it at all. Dave did not. That's what's so stupid. That if you can get me started on these other content producers, like, these people are like, Dave's so unprofessional. He releases stuff on his own Instagram. Dude, do you not watch any other professional sports or follow what other people do? Do you not understand, like, the power that has and how exciting that is and how much we like him? That one jackass, no name calling Sevon, he referred to Dave as like having Vince McMahon antics. Like,
dude, that fucking sells.
Well, and they're not Vince McMahon antics though, too. But sure, Vince McMahon's that's the WWE guy, right? Who's all juiced up and like rips his suit off and fucking gets hit with a chair.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
That's
Yeah.
that's like saying the CrossFit Games is porn. Because
Dude,
it's a bunch of fucking
Dude.
chicks and dudes running around in their bra and underwear. I mean, it's just like a miss.
Yeah. I don't know. People that hate on Dave, they just don't. I feel like they just don't understand sport at all, and they're just fucking idiots.
Well, they don't know
Like-
what professionalism looks like either. They think professionalism
Yeah.
looks like a suit and sitting behind a desk at Coca-Cola. Who
Exactly.
owns CrossFit Inc? Who owns CrossFit Inc affiliates? Who are you sending your affiliate check to? There was a paper studying the efficacy of CrossFit. I'm going to run all over you, Samuel. Feel free to hang up. There was an affiliate, or you can hang out and listen. There was a guy, I think it was at Ohio State or somewhere like that. I can't remember. I wish I could remember all the details. Eventually, I will have someone on and we'll pull up the whole thing. But basically, he did a study, and the study was on CrossFit. And he turned in the paper to the journal at the NSCA. And when he turned that paper in, there were no injuries. So that paper was returned to him and said, from the editor, I think the guy's name is William Kramer over at the NSCA. And he said, hey, you got to put some injuries in here or we're not going to publish it. So the guy put some injuries in there.
Science.
Are you guys listening to this? This guy put some injuries in there in his CrossFit study. So the CrossFit study said, oh my God, CrossFit's so amazing. It's so much better than all these training things. But 11% of the people who do it get injured. So Greg hired lawyers from the best law firm on planet Earth with your affiliate money. And they deposed, they went and talked to every single person who was in the study. And what they found is mind-boggling. It is what dark conspiracies are made of.
Literally.
And you and Greg and they wanted to settle the case bad. They did not want this shit getting out.
Mm-hmm.
And Greg refused to settle. The new owners, who you affiliates do not know who is, settled that case and sealed it.
Truth and transparency.
But this is a transparent company. We have a DEI council. You dipshits out there. Oh, Greg's a racist. Greg's a sexist. The culture's all fucked up. It's the least transparent company ever. This was the most inclusive company in the world, and the first thing they did was put in a DEI council because they were scared about what people think. That council has done nothing. Their gym, their only gym that was helped that demographic of old and fat people and those types of projects, all that shit, it's closed. It was in Santa Cruz, California. The headquarters are fucking going to be gone any day. It's going to be in Boulder. It moved from the second whitest city in America, Santa Cruz, to the whitest city in America, Boulder. And guess what you guys got? So you guys have a DEI council, but you have no transparency now. Greg would have talked to, dude, let me tell you something. If one of you affiliates would have said, hey, Greg, can I call and talk to you about the NSCA case? You'd have put a gun in your mouth and blown your brains out because he'd have talked to you for 27 hours straight without taking a breath.
I remember when they announced that they settled that, there were affiliate owners and other people in the community that were like, oh, good, that was such a waste. And you were like, clearly you didn't understand what was happening there, because it's not, it wasn't a waste, because if they would have gotten their way, they would have made what we do inside the affiliates illegal. And then they would have made it to where we had to pay them to go through their course, and they would have slowly just taken over the whole entire space.
Oh,
And
sorry to interrupt. I think Santa Cruz actually has 1.2%. We have 1.2% black, and I think we're 1.4% Native American. Boulder will be like 90% Asian in the next 30 years. Watch. Do you know why?
why?
Because the tech companies and smart people move there.
No, I thought they went to
Right.
Austin.
Racist. Are you saying that Asian people are smart? I am. Racist.
And
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being a little prejudiced. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with thinking that Middle Eastern people come here and the successful ones open liquor stores. Not afraid of that.
work their ass off too.
Yeah. Thank you, Dad. That's what my dad did.
This comment here was similar to some of the comments that I saw on different Instagram stuff, and it says, "How will this affect the members? Will memberships go up? Will workouts change?" And what they're implying here is like, how does this affect the affiliate and the owner? People are kind of missing the bigger picture, and I hope that's what we're shedding light on here tonight. That this moving Dave out of the way was kind of the last true leader that understood the methodology and was trying to hold true to that CrossFit currently had, and now with him out of the way. Basically that is gone. That is effectively gone. And my prediction will be we'll see a major sponsor come into the CrossFit Games. We already saw Monster. I see there's gonna be more of that soon. And if you listen to the podcast with Chris Cooper, and he asked Gary, actually kind of walked himself into that question on accident, but they asked him specifically, and it looked as if, to me, when I watched on the YouTube, as if he looked down and read a script that basically said nothing. It said, we will have partners with whoever we're gonna have partners with.
Are you talking about in reference to the Chris Cooper thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That
Coca-Cola.
I you have to know that I really like, I've had nothing. I admire Austin Malleolo. I admire Daniel Chafee. Like, if they were my neighbors, they'd be my homies. I'd roll with them. Like, dramatic pause. Daniel Chafee gets it, man. This motherfucker gets it. This dude gets it. Yes, this dude gets it. Greg would have fired every last HQ employee. And guess what? I heard Gary Gaines say on that podcast that they have 300 employees, not including L1 trainers. Brian G, thanks for asking. How's your son feeling? Dude, I have some video of him playing tennis today. Scary dude. We're always there for our community, says Austin Malleolo in the podcast, on Chris Cooper's podcast. And my response to Austin is, unless you're not vaccinated. Let me explain it to you. There's gyms out there that allow unvaccinated and vaccinated people. And there's gyms out there that only allow vaccinated people. There's no gyms out there that just allow unvaccinated people. And yet there's plenty of data that shows those are the healthiest people who have the best immune system. What are you doing? I'm stooping to your level to even argue at that level. What are you doing? You're a CrossFit gym. What are you doing, Austin? You've been to 400 seminars. You've heard Greg say the tsunami of chronic disease is coming, and you're still confused. You think this is DVOC? You think that this is actually a virus that's killing people? You don't realize that it's all those fat fuckers that are getting just smoked because of everything you've been preaching for the last 12 years? Dude, you were fucking in prison. You were in a fucking boys camp. You pulled yourself up from your fucking straps and fucking grew a set and became a fucking man. A man that I could only ever dream of being. And now you're saying this shit? You're saying starting January 15th, everyone entering our Boston gym must show proof of COVID vaccination? You're a pussy. Sorry, Haley. Sorry. It's just cowardice. It's just cowardice. And then here's the thing. Oh, but Sevon, he has to do it to keep his gym open. The city's mandating. Okay, then why is he doing it 15 days early or whatever and celebrating it? Like he's a leader. He's a leader. Let's keep the black people out of our gym, says Austin Malleolo. No, sorry. I always get the two confused. Unvaccinated black people, sorry. Must have been all that weed I smoked in college. You feel me?
I like this.
Hey, what's up, caller?
Oh, we got a caller.
What's up?
Do you own an affiliate?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I go to an affiliate though.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I wanted to run something by you. So
Is it going to be racist, homophobic, or hurt my feelings?
it could hurt your feelings, but
All right.
the first two definitely not.
Thank you. Vetted.
Yeah.
Sousa vetted.
So sold the company to basically an empty shell of a company. Does that not, in a way, somewhat liberate the sport to be more like, I don't know,
Who cares
skateboarding?
about the sport?
But you hear me out, because like nobody owns skateboarding, really. You know, at this point, like the message is kind of out, but CrossFit, you know, the message that CrossFit brought to the masses is kind of known, and
So you're
now at
actually
this
giving
point,
the
if everything kind of fractures.
yeah. So caller, you're actually giving the opposite answer what CrossFit wants, because then why would any CrossFit gym pay for the affiliateship?
Well, yeah, that's not what they don't want that, but I'm saying just
No, but
as
you
a
just kind of answered the question,
user,
right? You've just answered the question a little bit
right?
there. Because if you say, hey, it's like Pilates or it's like yoga or, you know, Bikram yoga, where any place could just use it, it doesn't matter. There's no differentiate there. We're all the same. Then
Yeah,
those
but like,
places
okay,
don't
so
pay for Bikram
yoga,
yoga. They don't pay Pilates. So why would affiliates continue to pay for CrossFit?
I think people would still go pay gyms, whether they were affiliated or not, to do
What do you think their motive would be
functional
for that?
fitness or AKA CrossFit, because people like it either way. You know,
They like
people
to
want-
just pay for
Can
the
you
name.
guys? I don't understand this conversation.
What do you mean?
What are you guys talking about? Like, I couldn't follow what is he suggest? Like, you answered
Well-
it before I could understand what he was asking. Sorry, caller. What was your name?
Steven.
Steven. Sorry, I'm a little bit slower than Mr. Souza. Can you ask that question again?
So, like, what I'm saying is, since basically an empty shell of a company with no vision owns the company now, CrossFit, or AKA functional fitness, is still free to just keep doing CrossFit. You know, it's like kind of like skateboarding. Nobody owns skateboarding. It's just kind of this open source network monster that a lot of people make money from and partake in every day. And there's no central figurehead. And even though there's a new set of ownership that wants to be that figurehead, I kind of feel like this is the direction that it's going.
Hey.
You know, there's a lot of people doing functional fitness now. I mean, just throwing things out there.
Yeah,
you know?
I hear it. You know, it's funny you say that. So let's go back to what Gary Gaines said in the podcast.
Okay.
He said, and thank you, Gary, Chris Cooper, Austin Maliolo, and Daniel Chafee for giving us so much to talk about tonight. He said something along the lines of, you can't know this. You can't know what CrossFit is unless you belong to like a CrossFit gym, unless you're involved in the community. And my response to him was, well, do the owners, who we don't know who the fuck the owners are. Is it the guys who own Pepsi? Is it the guys who owns Coke? Who owns this thing? Do they know? Are they part of the community? And so you're asking this question, and it's in the ether. But when and that's why people don't understand. People try to oversimplify it. When Greg left, they're like, it's not about one man, it's about the community, or it's not about Dave. You really are taking too big a broad of strokes. It actually was about one man. But Greg didn't even know it. It actually was about his fucking how exciting it was to be in his world of fucking madness and pushing human performance and longevity. It really was. And you nailed it when you said, who's going to be our figurehead? Yeah, we need one. Not to worship. We had Dave. We had Dave to hate. We just need one. We need something. We need something better than the QR code on the side of a fucking can. We need someone who has a vision that lets us fucking dream of fucking and love. I mean, there's no greater moment than when you go to a gym with your mom and you see her do a CrossFit workout for the first time. There's no greater moment. But second to that is when Tommy Hackenbrook and Rich Froning attempt a ridiculous 400-pound overhead squat, and just them getting it overhead at the games was like enough for you to be like, hey, I don't care what happens next.
I guess what I'm saying is,
it's a special place, man. It's a special place.
Even without the figurehead, like a lot of people know what it is. You know, if you know, you know, and at this point, it's kind of out, and no one can take that. Like the cat's out of the bag. Like everybody. This is so you're saying
you're saying what this is, and this is the problem. Look at this, and I almost don't. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say this during the show because people keep jumping in. Dana White is great. I wish Castro was still there, but I think CrossFit is bigger than one person. You don't understand. The car used to be driving to San Diego, and now it's going to Alaska, and you're still in the car, and you fucking don't know. What I
Great
mean by that
analogy.
what I mean specifically more of that, this used to be a lease rents model business. Now it's a most rents model business. This used to be a company that used its legal fees to keep people out of exercise science. Soon you're going to be told that it's okay to drink Coke.
You're gonna
It's
be
okay to
sold
keep
it.
black people. They're already saying
They kind of did that when they let Monster.
they're
sponsor,
already
so they kinda-
they're
That's right.
already saying
That's
it's
right.
not okay to let black people in the gyms. That's coming from this fucking guy. Sorry,
Well,
not black
and
people.
that-
Sorry, I corrected.
so-
Unvaccinated people. Sorry, I don't know
Unvaccinated
why I
people.
keep getting the two confused.
Don't conflate.
By
They
the
said
way,
you
though,
can't
yeah,
have
what-
Jews in the gym. Sorry, unvaccinated. You have to be on drugs to go to the fucking head of North America's CrossFit North America's director of affiliates. You have to take drugs to get on this and get in this fucking guy's gym. That would never have happened under the previous leadership because he knew he had the cure. I'm sorry, I got to take another caller. I love you. Bye.
I guess what
You're getting stronger.
Was that rude?
No,
that
you're
rude?
getting stronger. I like that.
Thank you. Mr. Smith, am I in the Matrix?
Are you in the Matrix?
Yeah, Mr. Smith.
I think we're all in the Matrix.
Oh, can you turn down your TV? What's up? How's your sister doing? She hate me?
Are you in the Matrix? Hold on.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Holy shit. I was turning down my
Biggest podcast in the CrossFit space. I'm transcending this shit. HQ, you know what you're cool? You know what you're so lucky? You know why you're so lucky? Let me tell you, HQ, just give Dave like fucking $50 million and I'll shut the fuck up.
Ooh,
I
this comment by Greg.
I swear to God. Oh, hold on, Mr. Smith, 1 second. God, Greg Boyd's a handsome man. That is, if Greg Amundsen and Tyson Fury had a kid, it would be Greg Boyd. Damn. Coke funds NSCS to produce a hit piece on CF. Your words, not mine. Greg Glassman exposes NSCA. Coke buys cost. Oh my God. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave this up here for a few minutes so you can see what a bad man Greg Boyd is.
Wait, but what about the people that just listen? You want me to
Coke funds NSCA to produce a hit piece on CrossFit. Glassman exposes NSCA. Coke buys CrossFit through Berkshire and Rosa. I think he spelled Rosa wrong. Rosex. Then seals the deal. Man, all the callers just hang up. It's so rude.
Well, we kind of hold them hostage a little bit.
Oh, you can hang on.
Hey, could I try one with like a fancy opening next time?
A call? A
Yeah.
caller? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go like this, and that means it's
There it
ready
is.
for you.
Okay.
2 thumbs up.
Okay.
One
We'll
thumbs
try
up
it.
means I have to take a piss. They say blacks are more, it's melanated, by the way. They say melanated people are more vaccine hesitant. It's just more nonsense talk. Hesitant. It's a metaphor, Jackson, for smart people. It's a metaphor. It's a simile. We don't want to force anyone to do anything. We don't want to force people to take drugs. Anyway, I'm conflating issues. I know I polarized this by even bringing that up. God, I think I'm so cool. I got this Rodecaster Pro and a phone and my own producer, and then I got Caleb back here. Look at it.
Wait, did you answer that call?
No, they hung up. They hung up.
Okay.
It's so funny. Can people tell that my head's getting big?
Nope, looks the same size to me.
Thank you. You're a douche. Hey, you took a picture of the back of your truck, Michael Harvey? Spin your truck around. Jackass. Oh, you want to see the license plate? Okay, here we go. Wow, this is a crazy name.
Caller, welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Caller, welcome to the show. What's your name and where are you calling from?
What's up, Matt? This is Kyle from Prescott.
Kyle from Prescott. How you doing, man? What's your question? What can we do for you tonight?
Yeah, I'm just listening and like I like what that one guy said about Coca-Cola, but do you think the sport of CrossFit, like them making it such a the dynamic of being on the sport, do you think that has kind of killed the methodology in a way? Like I look back, like Matt Frazier had an interview on Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan was honestly curious about CrossFit, and I don't think Frazier did a really good job at defending the methodology, or he
Good
kinda
job.
seemed like-
He destroyed it. Let's Matt Fraser has 2.4 million followers. Let's say he would have said, "Hey man, like what if he would have said, "Hey man, I have a friend who lost 100 pounds. The methodology, and my dad went to a seminar and it changed his life." These are true things, by the way. Dude, you've got to try this shit. It's fucking amazing. I would guess that 2 people would have gone into every affiliate in the country or in the world, let's say. That would have been 2 people to every affiliate, and that would have been a $2,400 a year gift to every affiliate. He didn't do anything even close to that.
Absolutely.
He did the opposite. If you were on the
I
fucking
bought
fence,
beta-alanine because he said beta-alanine was the
That's
was
right.
the
Yep.
source.
Yep, that's how that works. That's exactly that.
if
Yeah.
you were on the fence about going to a CrossFit affiliate, if you were on the fence about going to a CrossFit affiliate, and you heard that, you didn't go.
Yeah.
Imagine the gift he could have given to every affiliate by telling the truth. But he was nervous.
Yeah, but what
Try saying that to my
like,
wife when I fucking bust a nut in 20 seconds. I was nervous. She'll fucking slap me across the face. Never fucking do that again, boy.
So when Dave Castro gets fired and people are, it's same with Greg Glassman. It just seems like the athletes are quiet. They seem, there was a lot of heartwarming messages out there, but no one's in uproar. And it just seems like there's so much money back in the sport now that they only have one agenda now, and that's to make the most money, right? Because that's their profession.
There's no
now.
money, but the second part is right. Their agenda is to make the most money, and there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is this: people who are just clueless, like that kid I posted his comment. It's not even the same. It's not. Nothing is the same. Nothing. This thing was driven by a least rents model, and it was driven by one man, and now it's driven by a most rents model. I know so much of that is just passing through your guys' like, you're like, well, what does that mean, Sevon? Wait, if Coca-Cola owns this, the entire message change. Do you know, like I'm gonna tell you something. Gary Gaines, the guy in this interview with Chris Cooper, and I think maybe Austin or Daniel agrees with them, but which is just asinine. They know better. He says, well, we listen to feedback. We listen to feedback. Do you know that if Greg would have listened to feedback, we wouldn't be squatting below parallel? Did you know that if we listened to feedback, none of us would be squatting below parallel? You guys fucking think this is funny? You guys don't get this because you're 23 years old and every gym you've ever been to has a fucking rope hanging from it? Dude, I'm telling you, the gym, like in your lifetime, all that shit will go away. It'll go back to Gold's. The same way it just popped up and showed up here. Nothing more profound has happened in the fitness space since what Greg did around 2008 to 2012 in the history of fucking mankind. Now, you could argue that it's even more profound because it could go away, because the bad guys maybe got a hold of this fucking company. And who are the bad guys? We don't know. They won't tell the 15,000 affiliate owners, or probably 6,000 now, who owns this company. Who are your affiliate fees going to? What happened in the NSCA case? How are you guys not being like, hey, we need to know? I mean, I get it. You're running your daily business. I don't mean it like that. Okay, bye.
Did he? Hi, welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Be careful. Sevon might not let you speak.
Hey, my name is Andrew. I'm calling from the SoCal area. Certainly enjoying the discussion so far, but I think there's a distinction that needs to be made a little bit between affiliates, because I do think there are some trainers who really understand the methodology and don't necessarily need CrossFit HQ.
Word.
And I think the population that you're speaking to are trainers who are maybe newer or trying to get off the ground, who needed a Greg Glassman, so on and so forth. So
Great distinction. Because
I'm not following you. I would have to make some leaps of understanding to understand what you're saying. I don't think anyone needs CrossFit HQ or has ever needed CrossFit HQ.
Direction and the mission.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Let me add a little bit more context in terms of where I'm coming from.
Please.
I suppose I'm thinking mostly in terms of the firing of Dave Castro and the leadership issues that you're talking about, or that seem to be going on at CrossFit HQ. And so I suppose what I'm saying is, I think in terms of the sport of CrossFit, that's definitely in danger and kind of, to your point, a lost ship and directionless, at least it seems to me from an outsider looking in.
No, the
but I
games are
think-
the safest thing. That's the thing. So let me just be really clear. The games are super safe.
Yep.
Dave being
Interesting.
fired has no effect on the games. If you're a games athlete or you just think CrossFit's the games, rest assured the games are fine.
And that's what I wanted to
So,
actually
I
make
The
guess
game,
sure
like it doesn't
last
matter if
caller.
fucking Rich Froning, Dave Castro, Matt Fraser, and fucking Adrian Bosman die in a plane accident tomorrow. It doesn't fucking, sorry guys, it doesn't matter. Like the games are totally any fucking jackass can pull that shit together. That is not what I'm referencing in the slightest.
And-
Go on, Andrew.
So I would be curious to hear that, and maybe this is the piece of information that I'm missing from your perspective.
Okay, thank you for helping me make this distinction, because if I'm not clear about it, this is awesome. Go
Yeah,
on.
it's a great call.
So my question then is, or follow-up question based on what you're saying is, in what way is the lack of leadership threatening the affiliates more so than the games? And I suppose as part B of that question, why do you think the programming at the games is still very safe?
The previous owner, Greg Glassman, ran a leased rents model that warred against anyone who would bastardize or fuck with the science of health and fitness. Greg Glassman ran this company with the leased rents model, willing to go to fucking war. And I mean war. Like Hell's Angels war with anyone who tried to fuck with real science or real health. That's the part you have to, and now it's the most rents model, and anyone can purchase it, and anyone can say, hey, drink 3 Coca-Colas before you do Fran, and it will be the best thing for you. This is going to be really hard for some of you to understand.
It is. We should try.
You are riding a bicycle and you don't know you're on a bicycle. You are part of something and you're actually driving it forward and moving it forward, and you don't, and it's fine. You don't have to realize it until something like this happens. Like imagine if you were a fish and there started this campaign to get rid of all water on the planet, and you got behind it because water's bad for the planet. That's what like some of you are doing. Like you don't even realize you're in the fucking water and that how much it's bringing you and giving you. Like this guy, Greg, and people like Dave and people like Nicole, I don't want to say any of your other names. Sorry, I just don't want to bury you. They were keeping this thing true north. Man, it was so fucking hard to keep true north. Even assholes like me would fuck with Greg. Hey, Greg, let's try to make some money here doing this. Are you really? We can't just take it. Hey, Greg would have taken money from Monster, Marlboro, Coca-Cola, anyone. You guys understand that? He would have taken all the money from them. He just would have at the same time said, you're a fucking idiot to drink this or smoke this. He only cared about the truth. You guys are, it's hard, man. It's really hard to fucking grasp, even though it's so simple. The whole thing will curve and just take a shitter now. And you won't even know it. You'll all be like, oh, cotton candy's fine. It's something that was as pure. What's the pure as the driven snow? Do you know stuff like that, Caleb? Military stuff? Pure as a virgin? Pure as Snow White? Pure as, you're looking it up, Caleb? Okay, thank you. Pure as the.
Yeah, and so just to make some clarity, you were really driving it home afterwards. But basically, the long and the short of it is Greg had this message, and he was seeking out truth in science, pure as the driven snow.
Thank you. And the morally unsullied. Yes, chaste. She's just 16 and pure as the driven snow. This simile dates from the late 1500s, although driven, which means carried by the wind into drifts, was occasionally omitted. Oh, pure as the snow. Okay. It is heard less often today. Oh, bullshit. Oh, I don't know. I wasn't around back then. Maybe it was said all the time back then. Excuse me. God, I hope my cheese and crackers. I hope my mom's not listening.
Am I doing the thing again?
Craig, you're not allowed on the podcast until you put up a sign that says only vaccinated people at your gym. Thank you. Bye.
Oh my gosh. Is that him calling? Caller, what's your name and where you call from? I couldn't do it that time. I was thrown off.
David, what's up, brother? David. Oh, damn it.
Did he not answer? Okay, good. I got to pass on that. I didn't fuck it up.
David, do you think it's a letdown for people when Sousa answers instead of me? Like you call the show and it's like you hear his voice.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I want to talk to Settle.
It's too customer service. Jackson on the comments already called me out on that. I needed to bake it more natural. Like, caller, what's your name? How you doing, brother? Where you calling from? There we go.
Gary Gaines tried to distinguish between. Oh, sorry, David. Go ahead. Before I.
Oh, Colin. Yes.
Are you going to talk, David? What's up, dude?
Chan,
Yeah, go ahead.
this is Chan.
Yeah, Matt Chan.
What affiliate do you belong to?
That was the wrong number on our show. That's cool. That guy doesn't even know. Sponsorship versus partnership. Gary Gaines tried to explain the difference between sponsorship and partnership. I have no idea what he was talking about. I'm willing to claim that that's my fault.
No, did you listen to the end? Because he gave that whole spiel, right? And then he goes, but these are liable to change at any time. I listened to it like 3 times trying to understand what he was saying. And he was basically trying to say that there's a difference between who they partner with and who sponsors them, meaning they'll take sponsorship money from whoever, but they won't partner with whoever. But that also may change at any time. Caller, what affiliate do you belong to?
Hey, yeah, my name is Ivan. I'm calling from CrossFit ATI in Danville.
Awesome.
Baller. Those of you who don't know, Danville, California, baller.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Hey, so I was listening. I'm doing a little bit of work here, and I'm listening to your podcast. I mean, your show, and I wanted just to call after you fall about talking about Greg Glassman, how people don't understand how passionate he is about what he's doing, right? And I think that the reason why is because some of people just join kind of late. You know what I mean? Like I've been doing this for a long time. My affiliate's been open for 9 years, and I think that people just don't really know and understand, you know?
They don't.
Yeah.
And I kind of don't blame them either. Like the young people, like you're 22 and you're just doing this to fucking get your shred on and you have energy to burn and you just want to have a good body. And like, I get it. And good for you. That's fine. But there's going to become a point where you're going to look up and your parents are going to be 62 and you're going to be like, holy shit. I did hear someone in the gym say that you shouldn't be drinking Gatorade. Oh, I now I get, oh my goodness, really? Just one Gatorade a day can cause type 2 diabetes? What? And then they bring their parents in and the coaches start talking. And it's okay that it seeps in like that. But yeah, these people don't get it. They think this is I think Rose X thinks this too. I think all the people who work there, I think Gary might actually starting to get it. But all the people who work there think this is Orange Theory. I'm telling you, they think they bought Harley Davidson. This is not a motorcycle factory. This is the Hells Angels.
People need to understand the reason why, like the main reason why CrossFit was created. You know what I mean? People don't really know why CrossFit was created. They join, they look at the CrossFit games on TV, they think it's really cool. And that's awesome. If you want to go that route, go ahead, go for it. But if you really want to be part of CrossFit, this is not your big, 24-hour fitness, Orange Theory. This is different. You can see it when you walk into a real old school CrossFit affiliate. When you come in and it's not just about looking good. Let me take my shirt off and I look great. But it's how we talk to people, how we encourage them to be better, not just on your time or your weight or your reps, but it's about what you do yesterday and how is the nutrition going? And hey, I lost 5 pounds last month. It's really going back to like what really CrossFit is about, not all the pretty people.
What do you do for a living?
I've been doing CrossFit for a long time. I joined a while back. I was a trainer and I started CrossFit. I fell in love with it and I thought it was amazing. I opened my own affiliate about 9 years ago. It's CrossFit ATI in Danville, and I started a canine paleo dog food company about 6 months ago, and that's what I'm doing right now. Actually, I have my hands in some raw bone that I'm putting them back. So I'm an entrepreneur by heart, and I just love.
Do you have a website? What's the name of your food company? Do you have a website?
Yeah, it's oakleysbowl.com. Oakley, like the brand Oakley, and then Bull, like a Dr. Bull,
Oakley Bull.
OakleyBull.com.
And how often do you go to your affiliate?
I'm here all the time.
He owns it.
So you own that? You still own that affiliate?
I do. It's been almost 9 years. It'll be 9 years next month.
Does it matter to you? Like when I say this stuff, like, hey, I wonder who owns HQ. Like, are you like, that's a good question? Or are you like, no, who gives a fuck?
Well, look, I see it in two different ways, right? Like, like I said, I fell in love with there it is. You got the website right. There's two things that I see this. One, I see it as like the reason why I joined CrossFit, and I became an affiliate is because I love what Greg created, right? And it's sad to see how much is changing, not necessarily for good, right? So when there's this changes happening and we are blindsided, right? Where we just hear about it like from one day to another one. It's like we wonder what's going to happen to the affiliates, right? So what happens if Rosa decides to just become a franchise? I don't want to be a franchise. I love the freedom that I have and that I can actually provide people.
What are you going to do? How would you feel if you found out this thing was owned by that 80% of CrossFit was owned by a soft drink company?
No, that's just not okay. We've been preaching.
But why not? It's just change. Why not? You're still spreading the good word in your affiliate. Why not?
I'm going to tell you why, because it's not what I believe, right? I don't want Coca-Cola to be behind my brand. It's just not what I do. We preach health to people, and I can't think about it this way, right? I can't partner up. Let's say I bring somebody into my gym, and they're like, "Hey, Ivan, we're gonna teach, Krav Maga. We're gonna rent your facility, and the days you don't really use it, you're gonna just, we're gonna pay you for rent, and we're gonna come in and use the facility and teach Krav Maga, right?" I was like, "Great, that sounds awesome, right? No big deal." But then, the same head coach is out in the parking lot smoking cigarettes, right? Now, even though he's not part of my company, right? He's not, necessarily own my affiliate, right? He's just kind of running his own business in the background. Well, he's the face of my place right now.
But it's worse than that. Sorry, it's worse than that. It's worse than that. He's going to sell. He's not only going to be smoking your parking lot. He's going to tell your clients that smoking actually improved his Fran time. It's worse than that.
Exactly.
That's my
It's
point.
way worse.
Who cares
It's way
about
worse.
the brand? Like that's what Greg would say. Who cares? Like give us the money. We'll fucking let your Marlboro fucking mascot do backflips on the floor. But we have to be able to tell the truth. You cannot tell the truth. That, by the way, guys, that's why I'm so fucking dangerous. Do you understand that? That's why you have to be quiet over at HQ. You have to stop doing podcasts. Stop making co-post. Tell Haynes and his girlfriend to stop making posts on the game site. Everyone, you better be quiet. I'm going to chew on everything. I'm going to point out every fucking lie of yours, misconception, manipulation. And you know what's crazy is I'm going to grow. I just looked 393,000 downloads in the last 7 days, and I'm popping out of the CrossFit space. God, I'm cool. Okay, sorry, dog food guy. By the way, your dog food looks cool. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to check it out. It looks like something Rosa could afford. I'm sorry, 395,000 in the last 7 days.
Hey, Devon, so listen, you look, somebody has to do it, and I'm glad that you're doing it. And I think that some people might think that you're very aggressive with the way that you express yourself. But the thing is this, though, right? When I teach my classes and somebody can't get a pull up, right? I'm not gonna be rude about it, but I tell people, look, the reason why we can't get a pull up is because not just because you need to work on your pull ups, but you got to lose some weight. You got to stop eating, right? So, and I see it, in a nice way, I guess, right? But if people don't hear the truth, they can't do anything about it, right? So when you're talking about all this and telling people exactly the way it is, right? Well, sometimes it's just the way it has to be. You can't sugarcoat something so important like we're talking about right now, right? And like I said, I go back to the first thing I said. People don't understand because they joined CrossFit a little too late.
Well, they can't. Well, even
the
the
message
people who
is
joined
lost.
late can't understand.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Lost.
Okay. Thanks for calling in, brother. Happy
Thank
dog
you.
food. Good job making.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Good luck.
Thank you. This Shelly Young too. This is what people are hoping for. We're hoping for is not that. It's for the truth. We want the truth.
No, I don't give a shit if you fucking affiliate or don't affiliate or any of that shit.
Yeah, we
Like,
just
I don't
want-
like, I don't give, like, you do you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care what you do. You want to, I don't care.
I just want to know who I'm attaching my trailer to.
Caller, what's up?
Hey, man, you guys are doing awesome. Yeah, I agree with the last caller that said that you just can't believe in that BS, you know? How can Coca-Cola come out here and buy the franchise and be like, and you be like, yeah, it's okay to drink Coke. I get what everyone's trying to get at. I totally understand that.
They're going to
I'm
change
with
the
you, Siobhan.
truth. They're going to change the truth. There's no stopping it. That's all. I just want to leave my mark on the way out. There's no stopping this now, guys. There's no like, oh, it's going to go back to like this is the only way it can be stopped.
Gotta go
That it's
back.
given back to just one
Well,
person.
the people, the CrossFit affiliates are the ones that it sucks, you know, that we got Glasgow out, Greg. But now, why can't we do the same thing with Rosa? He's like, yo, we don't like where this direction is going.
No, well,
Like,
you can't do
you're
that.
trying-
It's not up to you guys anymore. It's up to the owners. The owners have to make money. It's not a lease rents model anymore. It's a most rents model. This thing used to be something that was trying to share a message. Now it's something that's about trying to make money. That's the thing you guys aren't getting.
There you go.
This,
That's
you,
how you
this,
explain.
you, the only way this can go back to the way it was ever and be close to it. That's why you guys were like, oh, it's about the community, it's about this. No, they're going to change it. Jesus is now
I
going
get
to
it.
be a woman and she's going to be from North Carolina and she's going to wear slippers. Like they're going to change it.
And you think that's why they let go of Dave because Dave was against that?
Yeah,
and
fuck
then
yeah,
Rosa-
yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
He was the
Fuck
last
yeah.
guy
I
who won.
get it.
100%. You nailed it,
And he was
brother.
like the last OG.
That's right.
Because
Yep.
that other guy, Justin, man, I don't know.
You have to
man.
understand there's no stopping it. I'm not like doing this because like there's no stopping it. Good on them. I hope they make a fucking $100 gazillion. Like do whatever you want. But you guys have to know like that like there's no stopping. Someone else is going to have to start something else. Like something else is going to have to start and there's going to have to be one man behind it again. Who's
Well,
willing to
maybe
hold the
that
truth.
picture was for a reason. The one where Greg and Dave took. Maybe it's the start of something new with them too.
Yeah, I
That
have
could
no
be it.
idea. I honestly
I
don't think
is
so, but I have
I like the
Sevon is on something,
speculation.
maybe sugar.
I like the speculation though.
Why not? Why wouldn't you do that?
I don't know. I mean, I think that Greg has moved on to other things that I think we're going to see very soon. Who knows? But man, Dave's
And you
capable.
think that's
of
why?
anything.
And you also think that's why the Buttery Bros like got out of the way too. That's why they're not doing the last documentary because they didn't like the changes that was coming up.
No.
'Cause technically them-
I think that they were told that they couldn't do it. I don't think that they liked the deal that they were being given. And I think that they
Oh, I
felt
get
like
you.
it would be better. I don't know this, by the way. I'm just speculating. Haley, I'm not spreading rumors. I'm speculating. I'm speculating that they didn't like the deal they were given and they realized that they had a powerful brand that was growing very quickly and that they thought they would branch out the same way I am. Like I'm they're just leveraging what's left of this community and to branch out. That's
You know what? I
that's
can't wait
exactly
till you
what I'm
have
doing.
Josh up here. Hopefully, let's see what his input's in it.
Who, Josh Bridges?
Yeah, I want to see because they're both Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
So I want to hear his input.
Where are you from? LA?
I'm from Fontana, California.
Yeah. Where?
Like south of LA. Los Angeles, California.
You're Mexican?
Yeah.
First generation?
Yup.
You're a good dude. What do you do?
I actually have an affiliate with Get It Done CrossFit.
Oh, you're a fucking
Awesome.
boss. You're such a boss.
Awesome.
Hey, would your parents go?
To CrossFit, yeah, I train my dad.
Dude.
It's the best, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm
Fucking
saying.
living
It
the
kind of
dream.
sucks, it's like you can't. I'm just gonna do what I can't think of her name right now. She's changed a lot with Dan Bailey. I'm just gonna do that hair, call my chick athletics now. Get it done athletics now because this is not going right.
Well, anyone who's taken their L1, I want to be super clear. I'm not suggesting anyone de-affiliate. I'm definitely not saying anyone should affiliate. I'm
Dude,
not
they
saying
let go of the CEO, bro. Come on,
That's right.
I love you, man.
Dave Castro, bro. They let it go of the CEO.
Yeah, he's the man. All right, brother. Thank
You
you.
know what I mean?
Talk to you soon.
All right, man. Have a good
Bye.
night, man.
Yep. Keep
Thank
spreading
you.
the good word. Where were we?
I like how you explained it because you kept saying lease rent model, and I think that's just going over people's heads a little bit. But you said it right there. Before it was about protecting the mission, protecting the truth of fitness and health, and now it's about getting a return on investment.
Yeah, the truth is so important. It's so important that we keep knowing where up is. But if you pay someone enough money, they'll tell you up is down and down is up.
Science.
Drop a Mexican joke. Drop a Mexican. Hey, what's up, Chris?
You put that.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Are you an affiliate
So
owner?
I am not. I'm just a regular gym goer.
Go away. I used to work
Fair
with this
enough.
autistic dude, and that's what he would always say to me: "Go away, go away." No, I'm just fucking with you. Let's hear it, buddy.
So I just wanted to make an observation that I actually noticed because somebody asked, like, "Oh, can't we just get Rosa out?" If you think about the way CrossFit works, it's pretty much like a startup now in
Hey.
Silicon Valley.
Right? It's not
Yep.
Rosa. Rosa's just the target. It's not Rosa.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
Fair enough. Good to make that distinction. But no, they'll just flood. I think if you look at their portfolio, they're invest growth capital now. Now all they have to do, they get the management fees, these venture capitalists from CrossFit, and they go to CrossFit and say, "Hey, you need to make a profit. Keep making a profit." And at some point, somebody will come in and say, "Yeah, I can probably cut costs from the CrossFit games. So if you fire Castro, I'll cut costs. Maybe I can make a profit because I don't know if they've been making a profit recently, the games, but I remember back in 2013, you're behind the games." Say that again?
No, the games doesn't make a profit. 99% sure.
Yeah, I remember Castro saying that. So all it took was for somebody to come in and say, "Hey, I can at the very least cut costs." These venture capitalists, they love what they're hearing. That's music to their ears, and Castro's gone.
To say 500,000 or 300,000 or $3 million, whatever the fuck they're paying them.
Yeah, whatever gets them those management fees.
I will tell you
That's all
this.
it takes.
Someone asked if I'm signing up for the Open, and I'll tell you this: a fuck no. And you can think of it this way: if it's $20 per open head, how many times does, let's say Dave made 100,000 a year? How many times does 20 go into 100,000? 500 times? 5,000 times? 5,000 times. So if they lose 5,000 people who signed up for the Open, they lost $100,000. If they lose 15,000 people who signed up for the Open, they lost $300,000. They lose 30,000 people who signed up for the Open, they lost $600,000. I hope it was worth firing Dave.
Yeah, seriously. And now if you're signing up for the Open now, that's going right into these venture capitalist pockets now.
Dude, you're
definitely not going towards the community.
You're making me realize how stupid they are. Stop. I was trying not to be negative. You're making me negative. What's your name?
My name is Chris.
Chris, put Chris in the take this phone number down and put it in the pile. Only answer when I want to be negative. Go to 43 minutes of the podcast and listen to Daniel Chafee. Go to the podcast with Chris Cooper. Can we it's the Two Brain podcast.
It'll probably get us flagged if we play it.
Oh yeah, I won't play it. Oh shoot. I'm just trying to share my screen again.
Uh-oh. You know how that makes me feel.
And go to 43 minutes and listen to what Daniel Chafee said.
Daniel Chafee. Good dude. He owns like a couple of gyms in France. He's a great guy. Listen to what he says at 43 minutes. That's all I'm going to tell you. Just go there and listen to 43 minutes. Like that, there's some stuff in there that's worth listening to. Who owns CrossFit Inc.? You guys don't know who bought CrossFit Inc. And you're paying affiliate fees to it. And you don't know who bought it. And you don't know the direction it's going. You don't know their agenda. You don't know what happened in the NSCA case. You do know that the NSCA tried to bury all of you affiliate owners. Bury you. Two ways they tried to bury you. They tried to pass laws so that every trainer in the world would have to pay them money. It's called licensure. And they spread rumors. They made a false study and they got caught.
saying that CrossFit injures people. It's not just like, I know some of you are like, well, CrossFit does injure people. That's not the point.
Everything injures people.
Chris, I appreciate you hanging on. Usually when I go off like this, people, Greg Glassman said that if you would like to work on your cardiovascular health, you're going to have to take risk with your orthopedic calamity. On one side of the scale is orthopedic calamity, other side, cardiovascular health. That's smarter than anything Rosa said right there in his 2 years. And he gave that to all you gym owners for free.
Instead, he's going on CNN talking about
that's the
infrastructure
affiliate
bill.
proposition. That's why you paid, for the integrity that people like Dave, Nicole Carroll, Greg Glassman, and I know a couple of you others, I wasn't one of them, I was just a fucking hard worker. I didn't have their integrity. Although Dave did teach me what integrity is, Dave and my wife, and I'm working on it. Private chat. Do you want me to block that guy or put him on a timeout?
That was a while ago. I think that
Dude.
is done.
I just can't
Don't
believe
worry
how
about that.
nice Caleb is. Other people we work with be like power tripping and just like blocking all sorts of people. Fuck that dude.
Hey, let the people talk.
Let the people talk. As I send him on his
As
way.
you silence him out there. This person has narrated this so many
Oh
times.
shit. This is a guy from Fresno calling. I hope that he is Armenian, but I do have a Hernandez also calling, and I have a soft spot for Mexicans. What's up, Fresno?
Hey, what's up? This is Josh. I am not Armenian, but I know many.
Give you 3 minutes then.
Great start.
Give you twice as long as I give my wife. You got 3 minutes.
Awesome. Hey, I think the last line of defense between these venture people and the methodology and what Greg want is the level 1 trainers. If the level 1 changes, then the whole thing changes.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a great place to insert. Make sure you have a Coca-Cola after every workout. Hold on, timeout, caller.
Yeah.
Holy wow. Caleb looks like a bald gay porn star. Hey, if someone said that about Will, he'd be toast. He'd have to like go take a shower.
Hey, you switched us. I feel exposed.
Oh. Will would have to take a shower, wouldn't he? Wouldn't he, Caleb? Fuck, that guy censored me on my own show the other day. I wanted to show a picture of a rusty trombone. He's like, I don't think so. You're fucking 22. I'm the fucking boss. Sorry, caller. Go ahead. So tell me that again. I like L1 trainer talk.
Yeah. So I think that the whole CrossFit theory hinges on the level 1, and if once the level 1 goes, and I don't think you need to affiliate. I run a gym out of my garage. I'm not affiliated, but as long as you keep the level 1 going, and you follow the 100 words, and it's not.
It's 102 words now. It's they've added and Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Yeah.
Relentless tonight. Relentless.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be aggressive, you guys. I'm just passionate. I'm not even angry. Like, I don't mean to be aggressive. I meant to address that. Sorry. Sorry. Go on. I keep cutting you off. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Yeah. So just if people, it's not difficult, and the methodology has been out there forever. There's 15,000 affiliates. All these people, and at each affiliate probably has 3 level 1 trainers. It's not hard to keep this going without HQ anymore. And I think they need to realize.
Did you take your L1 in person, or did you take your L1 online?
I took my L1 in person 6 years ago, and then I did it online last winter.
How much better is it in person than online, or how much better is it online than in person?
Well, I had, who did I have? Sherwood, Bosman. I had Barber, and it was great.
That's an amazing group right there too.
So can you imagine? I'm totally setting you up to be biased, and I really want you to tell me to go get fucked if I'm wrong. Can you imagine taking this thing online for the first time?
No. The only nice thing about taking it in person was I didn't have to, spend the night in a hotel somewhere.
There's nothing nice about it. Wrong answer. Hang up on him. Listen, Stephen, hold on. Antioch, California. That's kind of a soft spot for me. Okay, caller. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, caller.
God, all these people from the Bay Area. Antioch, can you hold on for 1 second? I just got to say one thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And it's all Vatos calling. Are you a Vato? Are you Mexican?
You heard
No, this is Savon, this is Darren Lyle. I message you all the time on Instagram.
Well, stop. Listen, all these people from like these hardcore towns are calling. Southern California.
I don't know why my phone says Antioch. I live in San Ramon.
Oh shit! So you're a baller, but with Antioch creds. Holy shit! That's some fun. You're a white dude who listens to rap music.
I'm trying to keep the street cred, but also live in the nice area. Hey,
you're like me and my money. This is what I wear when I want to be hard.
Right. And so people don't. And so the bill collectors don't call me.
Okay, hold on 1 second, Steven. Hold on. Rob Miller says Dave has never publicly said he's part of DevGru. Do you guys know what that means? If you're listening, let's circle back to that. That's huge. That's huge for those of you who don't know. And the only reason why I'm not telling you is because I think I'm cooler than you, because I do know, not because it's like some sort of mystery. I'm just trying to be cool. Because I'm just trying to be cool. Because that's the way those guys do it. You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
And he was part of DevGru. Is it DevGru or DevGroup? I don't even fucking know. I'm such a dork.
Can't even say it.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Steven.
No, this is Darren. So Savon, I've been following. I started CrossFit.
Sorry. One more thing. Sorry, Steven. One more thing. Sorry, because these people are giving me money and you're just calling in from San Ramon. Sam Kopp, Alpine. Savon, should we care about this more than Greg cares about it? I'm pissed Greg put us CrossFit in this position. Hey, Sam.
Oh, he did not.
I'm really pissed Greg put us in this position too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Love the dude. Spend time with him and his family. Talk to him every day. I fucking can't stand he did this to us. It really pisses me off. It's something I have to process a little bit every day. Now, am I mad at him personally for it? No. Not even a little bit, but I'm pissed. And it's taken me a while to get to this point where I'm not like mad at him for it. But yeah, a lot of us, he treated us like a fucking family. All of us. Some people could handle it. Some people couldn't. He treated everyone like fucking family. Bring your dog to his house and fucking feed your dog in his kitchen while a party's going on. You could bring it was anything. You could do fucking anything. Oh, is that DevGru? Is that? Oh, there he is. Oh shit. How'd you find that?
Damn.
Sorry. I haven't forgot about you, Steven. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I'm pissed. Yeah. You should be pissed at him. You should be fucking pissed at him. With one hand, you should be telling him you love him, and the other hand, you should be flipping him off. There's a narrative there that he left us with the fucking pedophiles. Yeah, there's a narrative there that he left us with the fucking predators, with these bad fucking people. There's also a narrative that hey, he gave us all this shit, and now we can do what we want with it, and we're stoked. Okay, go ahead, Steven.
It's Darren.
Darren, yes, Montenegro from Antioch.
Sir?
What?
Are you there?
I am.
I have a lot I want to say. I think as somebody who started CrossFit back in 2011 and, watched the Tahoe throwdowns that you did, the behind the scenes, I would say the overwhelming majority of people who have been doing CrossFit for the last 10 plus years, watching Dave get fired was the same feeling I got when a family member died.
It was funny because it was almost like the community was mourning it in the same way. Like if you were an outsider looking in and you saw all the posts and everything else, you for sure would have thought that too.
And this is I'll say one more thing. So I have a lot I want to say, but I'm still digesting so much. And Savon, I've been driving back and forth, moving from SoCal to the Bay Area again. And I've listened to a ton of your podcasts recently about talking about the firing of Dave. And there's just so much to digest. But I'll say one more thing. As somebody who's been doing CrossFit for a long time, and people who come on like kind of new, that are newer to CrossFit, they don't even know what the games are. I mean, they don't know who Dave is. So if you're 30 years old, 25 and older, you know who Dave is. You know who Savon is. You know who the core HQ people were back in the day when it was genuine, when it was authentic. Dave leaving or being fired, I'll be honest, and majority, people that do CrossFit, a mass majority of the people, that was the one thing that we were holding on to. Not because
I was just holding my
dick.
I just took a piss. Just so you know. Go
not
on.
Because, not because we care so much about the games. That's a small portion of it all. But
Right.
people that genuinely know CrossFit know that Dave just wasn't the game. So him being fired, people aren't upset about the game. People don't. Majority of the people don't even care about that have been doing CrossFit for a long time. They're more upset because it was the one thing that we were hanging on to that was genuine, authentic. And now that it's gone, it's truly the unknown now with CrossFit. No one knows. I mean, there's a reason everyone left 24-hour fitness and went to CrossFit. It was because of Glassman. It was because of Dave. It was because of
the message, the methodology.
Yeah,
because of the message,
so
the methodology.
A Mexican guy's calling. A Mexican guy's calling. Did you
Okay,
get your
goodbye.
name? Okay,
Goodbye.
love you, bye.
Thank you for your call.
Hey, how was that? How was that call? I went and took a piss. How was it? He just said I have a lot to say, and I'm like, oh fuck, what a great time to take a piss.
No, it was good. It was good. He was just kind of re-talking everything.
Hey, Gary and Austin and Danielle Hale and Paul Tremblay and all you guys, like, you guys should be thanking all the callers because I got 7 pages of notes and I'm about done with this show. I do want to say some things about ambiguous shit. Greg got $200 million, 200 million reasons not to care about it. He focused in making his product. We don't put the phone number up anymore. We got too popular. He focused making his product, and then he got rich because he didn't care about the money. Exactly. Sebon could rogue buy the games and hire Dave. They could, but here's the thing: there's some delicate balance that Rogue has going on. It's basically like this. Rogue has way more money and is way more powerful than CrossFit, but CrossFit is the one laying the golden eggs and Rogue's harvesting them. It's a very delicate relationship with selling all that equipment to all the affiliates that are like, you get what I'm saying? Like CrossFit shitting out affiliates and Rogue selling them gear.
Right.
And by doing that, they made more. Why didn't Greg take money from Rogue?
That's where I was going with it. Yep.
Like that's a perfect example of lease rents model versus most rents model.
Yep.
He could have interfered with that from day one.
Yeah, he could have taken,
and he didn't.
He could have taken an investment. He could have made a deal where every affiliate goes through Rogue first and puts them in front of him and everything else. Yeah, left a lot of money on the table there with that deal.
Ton of money. And these people like
conversation.
And people like Rosa and other MBAs think Greg is fucking stupid because he ran with the lease rents model. And those you like. Yeah. Okay. I'm done.
Anyways,
okay. Hernandez, go ahead before I go back to my notes. I need to get back to my notes and
your name and your affiliate.
I have 2 quick questions.
Yes.
One, you said like CrossFit is shooting affiliates per year. Like that number has decreased a lot since 2014. You know that number?
What did he say?
He's basically saying, yeah, CrossFit affiliateship has been slowing down over the years.
I don't know I don't know the current number, but it was always growing very well. The problem is retention was a son of a bitch, but it was always growing well. Even when it was like growing bad, it was growing well because this thing is like people find it, young people find it, and they're like, holy shit. And it's their passion. That's basically the power behind this whole thing, right? People find it and they can't even believe it, so they want to open a gym.
It's like I feel this is a cult. I think these guys like think they bought Planet Fitness and they bought like Christianity.
Yes.
What do you like? So like we're not like I'm an operator of a gym. I've been doing this for a long time. We're not going to allow these guys to run our essentially our house. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen? Like, what do you think like we're all going to do to stop this madness from keep going? Like
you won't even know. It's going to be really. It's going to be just a really slow drip of not being able to tell the truth every single day. It'll be every day a little bit less of the truth. It'll be a little bit less. I mean, I'm telling you this, you guys think this isn't a vaccine or non-vaccine issue. This is the head of fucking North America's affiliate program, and he's not letting people in who aren't vaccinated. And yet the head of the Gary Gaines, the head is saying that they don't mandate anything. They're fucking lying. Meanwhile, in California, Craig Howard, one of the longest affiliate owners in the world, is being told that he can't hold his position at CrossFit anymore unless he fucking bows down to the government and shuts down his gym. They're fucking out of their mind. That's what I mean. Next, if you close your gym because of something the government tells you to do, next you will take money from Coca-Cola. Do you know why? Because the government takes money from Coca-Cola. Like it's not like, what are they going to do next? They're going to slowly, the whole message is going to get twisted.
So you think like basically going to become another Planet Fitness or something like that? Like another Planet Fitness?
I don't know what it's going to become. I know there's no stopping it. It's not like
that's my question.
Yeah, there's no stopping it. Someone else has to start. So if you want another community like there was with CrossFit, someone else is gonna have to start it, and then we're all gonna have to jump on the bandwagon. But I don't think it can ever be. It's gone. It's done. It's done.
No, I don't think so. Like we're not.
But like definitely, like just imagine, like, okay, we're not gonna let this happen. What do you think is a possibility to stop this thing?
You have to find. The problem is you have to find one more person who had the integrity and the vision that Greg did. That's the thing. People don't think it was just about one person, but he had such a steadfast vision that kept the word so pure. And when people turned on him from the inside, he was like, he was 60 some odd years old. He's like, all right, I tap. And he sold this thing. He didn't lose it. It wasn't taken from him. He could have told the affiliates to go fuck themselves. It was in his nature. If this had happened 5 years earlier, he'd have let the fucking whole thing crash and burn. He didn't give a fuck. But he was just like, all right, I don't got that fight in me anymore.
I don't know much about finances. Is it I don't know if this is possible. Like, would it be?
It's not the money, dude. That's the thing I'm telling you. Like, it can't be. It's not.
Like
it took a really special person. It's not like someone. And now all of us have that potential to carry that message if we can stay uncorruptible. That's what I'm saying. Do you get what I'm saying? Like this, it's now a most rents model business, and you won't find someone else who's going to make it a lease rents model business. It's so hard. And maybe there is someone, but it's going to have to be something completely new.
So you're saying like it has nothing to do with Castro being fired? Like this?
No, that's just a.
They had to get him out of the way.
We just watched like 2 years ago we saw Jesus on the cross, and now we just saw one of the apostles get smoked, and so we're like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? Like we were in denial for 2 years. And I gotta shut the door. And now we're not now like we have to like, oh my God, they killed. And like you're all apostles, and you're all either gonna fucking end up chugging Coke after a workout, or you're not, or you're gonna get killed.
Oh, that makes me hope. Oh, thank you for answering my question. I texted you on Instagram. You said they was gonna come 1 week ago.
And the idiots will say, oh, that's just the evolution. That's just eventually we have to drink Coke. That's just the evolution. Just let it go, Sevon. Don't be so emotional. Anyone who says that, don't be so emotional. That pandering, Dylan. Hi, how are you? That's pandering and demeaning, and it's so funny because that comes from the woke crowd, and it's like, but that's your essence. Dylan Vowell, Sevon, you are uncommon amongst uncommon men. Bottom dollar and integrity are never weighed on your ethical scale. What a valuable tribute to pay and homage to Dave. I only wish it weren't so uncommon. People thank you. Damn, you're a good writer. You really want to fight, dude? Get that fucking beautiful brain of yours all scrambled. Okay, fine.
We still have our collar on.
Hey, this is something totally different. This is just so you know. Chris Henshaw was telling athletes like Froning to drink a Coke, eat a Snickers bar after workouts to feel better for the next Mark Bell's podcast. And Matt Fraser alluded to it on the show. Yeah, I did. That's this is. I'm talking about health and longevity and the mission of what CrossFit is. Like I said, like if you needed to drink a Coke to get a 259 Fran instead of a 304, good on you. Do what you got to do. Talking about just the fucking average Joes who fucking want to walk a couple miles a day, be able to do Fran in sub 10 minutes, and pick up their kids in case there's a house fire and run out the front door with them.
Yeah, put it this way: you're never prescribing that to the member of your gym.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Souza. You would never prescribe that to a member of your gym. Exactly.
Never.
Why the fuck do we have to point out the obvious? You guys don't get what the fuck I'm trying to say. Maybe go listen to Chris Cooper's podcast. They'll fill you up with fluff and bullshit. Maybe that's what you want.
Chris asked some good questions.
Okay, sorry.
Do you,
sorry.
Do you see this? I see this. I don't know if you see it because you're very passionate about the first narrative from Greg. Do you see? Because I see it clearly. Do you see that the mission of CrossFit, whenever the games essentially became a sport, had like two heads? Like essentially, the mission of the games was essentially sport related, and the mission of like essentially CrossFit without the games was to make the world like a healthier place and through CrossFit. Do you see that or no? Does that make sense?
Yeah. What year did you start CrossFit?
29 years ago.
Okay.
So when Reach won his first game.
When you preface what you say that you see it clearly and you're wondering if I see it, it kind of shuts the door in the conversation. But I'll enter anyway. What the CrossFit Games were started when Greg Glassman put a stopwatch on workouts. I do not know what year that is. And then it officially sort of became something semi-official in 2007 when they held that event at the ranch. It was never discussed in detail of any conversations I was privy to, and I was around a lot. I was around more than anyone who ever worked there. What do I mean by around? I mean like in every conversation. When I say Dave was involved in everything, I was involved in everything too, maybe more. I just wasn't a leader. He was a leader. And a leader in the truest sense. And there was never discussion about it like that. It wasn't like that. It was just a party. It was just our Woodstock. It was a place where you bring your kid, Andre, and I bring my kid. And while we're like celebrating and having fun, maybe our kids kissed under the bleacher for the first time. It was a place for homos and straight people and blacks and whites to get together and like be like and Taliban and Nazis and Democrats all to come together and like celebrate the same. Maybe that was all the same person, but you know what I mean. It was to come together and be like, hey, yeah. we're partying. This is it. We're partying. We're people of like mind who believe in personal responsibility, personal accountability, and making the world a better place through taking care of ourselves. That's all it was. And what happened was that Greg had a message that he felt was too smart, that was so smart that and so powerful and so good, maybe I'm not using the right words, that the games was blocking it, was covering a little bit. Me, I belonged on another thought, I'm not as smart as Greg, that the games could have been used to propel that message. I was part of that school.
Yeah.
But there was no distinction like this. You guys, people think that they know what the games is or what the community is. You don't. It's like a fish knowing what water is. I hear people say shit and I'm like, dude, you have no fucking know what. It's okay that you've made it that to you, but it's not that. It's just like it's okay that Matt Fraser and Rich Froning, sorry guys if you don't do this, use Coke and Snicker bars as your primary best fuel, but it's just not.
But don't you think like that happened by accident?
Yeah, it's all by accident. It was all by accident. None of it was planned. The only thing that was planned is Greg experimenting on movements and diets and constantly doing more and more research and studying on what the best diet was for human capacity that went into his metrics of his definition of fitness and for longevity. That's all he fucking cared about. That's it.
Yeah, but
and everything else was just a fucking sideshow to him. And the games were just an accident. By an accident, I mean it's just a celebration that started getting away from us.
Yeah, but my thing is, so
did you see some? Sorry. Did you see something, Sousa, that was pissing you off? I saw you read something in the comments that was maybe pissing you off.
No. I'm actually getting love in the comments, so I'm just self-indulging in my ego here. Go
ahead, Andre. Last thing before I wax you and I get back to Gary. Gaines. Oh shit, this show's over. Gary, you lucky son of a gun. Okay, go ahead.
So what I'm arguing is, in that accident, a lot of people. Essentially, the meaning for them, like that name, is not the CrossFit as they're intended it to be, but CrossFit as a sport. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's cool that it's an accident, but for a lot of people, like the meaning of the word is the sport.
Sure.
Not the Holy Grail, the body of Christ.
Okay.
Like body of Christ.
Thank you for being patient with me. I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
But at the beginning of the thing was like, can there be harmony between the two? Because it seems that there was always conflict. So like,
it seems like when Greg decided,
I think you're asking, would Jesus consider wearing Tevas instead of sandals? But I just have to keep telling you he's dead. Like you're asking a question that's like, I don't know. He's dead. CrossFit's dead. Like as we know it, it's dead. Like you're talking about a CrossFit that's like no longer there, like an idea of it, which is okay. I can't answer your question because in my mind, it's not like that anymore. It's like I think Jesus should have gone barefoot and he shouldn't have worn any sandals. If you want to ask him, tell the truth. I think he fucked up.
So
Andre, no, I can't. I love you. 14 minutes. Bye.
It's like a lot of circling around what I'm thinking was the same sport there, which actually this comment from Chad F talks about it well here.
And I struggle with people with such strong accents too. This is totally my fault because our cadence is different. Like, so we're at a different cadence. So it's like boxing and he's a boxer and I'm an MMA fighter. And like, we're getting a little like,
yeah, you're just moving at 100 miles an hour. He's a little slower. But
Mr. Howard, how can I help you?
Hey, thank you. Thank you for the love earlier, by the way. I thought I'd call in though, because I think you actually need an affiliate owner to call in.
Yes.
Thank you, Craig. Yeah.
We had a handful of affiliate owners call in. It's funny how they don't tell us right after that.
No, CrossFit ATI. Good dude. He's about 2 miles away from me, or 3 miles away from me. I think the thing that Dave was the last guy fighting the good fight for us. And it's sad to lose that. You feel like you lost your last warrior. Greg Glassman started this as originally as a fight against the fitness industry. And the first thing he did was put a definition on fitness. He looked, it was so ambiguous. And he said, well, look, it's something. It's increased work capacity across broad time and mobile domains. Boom. We had it. And then we started doing workouts that were measurable or repeatable. And it was when Outside Magazine in 2007, that was a cool battle, right? We were essentially kind of turning the fitness industry on its heel. And then in 2007, Dave, I remember Dave, a video, and I forget what the video was, where he was held up in Outside Magazine, and it was an endurance athlete. I think it was Lance Armstrong, and it's the fittest man in the world.
I remember that video, and he throws the magazine. That was so awesome.
Yeah, he throws the magazine.
I made that.
It was, but it was the point being that fitness was more than just the specialization in a particular endeavor, and it was a fight again against defining the fittest athlete in the world, and that was a cool battle. And then Greg turned it to battling chronic disease, which was clearly, you could see it when new people came into the gym and they were overweight or not well. And the cause of that was chronic disease, and then ultimately led back to the food and beverage industry, and primarily companies like Coca-Cola. And then he took that head on. And then the NSCA tried to stop him. And the NSCA's effort was in direct response to the popularity of CrossFit, especially within the military. And the Pentagon was lining up to include CrossFit as a primary training methodology. And the NSCA had a hand in preventing that through the Ohio State study that erroneously stated that CrossFit is dangerous.
Yep.
And he was passionate about clearing CrossFit's name for the benefit of, one, everyone that's doing CrossFit, but also mostly the affiliates. And today what we have is no battles being fought, right? There is no fight anymore. Now it's about expanding CrossFit and getting it to as many people as possible. And they do that, and the interest in doing that is, or the tools by which they do that is by watering it down, making it friendly, making it soft, making it easy to get into. And that's really freaking annoying. You remember, Greg Glassman said, we focus on the tip of the spear. Why? Because everyone looks to the fittest people in the world to see what they do in order to make themselves better. And then they go, you know what? Maybe I'll do that too. But when you water it down and you make it soft, you make it beige and acceptable for everyone and friendly for everyone, it will not be as appealing. And what we're going to end up with is people that dip their toe in the water, or they'll do it as part of their
multiple programs that they do, and they won't stay. The community was built as a result of CrossFit being hard.
Can I ask you a
being
question, Craig?
extreme. Yeah.
What do you think about the fact? What do you think about the fact that would you say? Can you pull up the word mandate, Caleb? I want to make sure I'm using this definition right. By the way, now I regret calling. Oh, it's good. Thank you. No, not you, Howard. I'm looking at something someone wrote. Someone said, "Oh, just so you know, someone from Mexico called, and I didn't answer, Craig, and that is I have this thing for Mexicans. So that's a good thing for you. Mandate, a command of authorization."
That guy said he regretted calling because that's when you left and took a pee.
Oh, a command of authorization. What is this word? A command or authorization to act in a particular way on a public issue given by the electorate or its representatives. A command from a superior court or official to a lower one. Were you given a mandate were you given an ultimatum, Craig?
I was by the county in which I live, and then the state of California.
No,
well.
but I mean by CrossFit HQ. When you were you the affiliate? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I'll talk about it.
Because here's my problem. Here's my problem.
You know what I'll talk about? I'll tell you what I'll talk about it now. Because the guy that hired me is the guy that started the affiliate regional program, was the CEO of CrossFit at that time, Dave Castro.
Did you guys hear that, people? The person who started the affiliate liaison program was named Dave Castro. And I also know that for a fact because I was in the room. I was in the executive meeting when Dave originally brought it up about a year before he launched it.
And Dave called me up and asked me if I'd be interested in taking on that role. And he asked if Rick Nolly, my coach, who's black, would partner with me to take on and cover the original Northern California region, the first region. They wanted to make Northern California the first one because it was kind of the home and the birthplace of CrossFit. And that was cool and it was awesome. But I was asked to step down when the mandates were put in place in our county to close our doors, and we decided to remain open and operate inside.
For those of you who don't know, it's Craig Howard is speaking. Craig Howard won the CrossFit Games 1 year in the Masters division. He's also one of the very first affiliates that I ever filmed at, going back to 2007. I don't know. And he's been around for a long time. He's owned up to 3 gyms. He has a very, very successful gym. He's had tons of games athletes. He's had people who are lost over 100 pounds in his gym. He's seen it all. He's broken bread with every single influential person in the history of CrossFit on many occasions. What do I mean by that? Like he's been at the table, all the tables.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's no like affiliate who's been around Greg, probably who's been around more HQ staff for more time, if you were to add up the minutes, than this guy. This is the guy. So pipe down. For those so how is it that the guy Austin Malleolo, who's he's mandating stuff at his gym from his clients, but they have to be vaccinated to go to his gym, and he's getting ahead of it before the city actually mandates it. He's going to get ahead of it. But you can't go the other way. You can't be like, hey, everyone's welcome. How is it that? Yeah. Like, I don't get it. Yep. And I don't get how Gary Gaines is saying that they don't mandate anything. I mean, it's just a fucking lie. They mandated. First of all, you have an affiliate agreement. But second of all, I'm talking to someone on the phone who is mandated, hey, you have a choice. You can either be the liaison or you could fucking grab your ankles and listen to the city of Contra Costa County.
Community feedback.
Or go against the city of Contra Costa. Yeah, it's just crazy. Sorry, I said that a little backwards. But basically, you were told by your local government shut down, and you said, eat a dick, we'll take the fine. Our goal is to make people healthy and build their natural immunity and make them better. And CrossFit HQ interfered and said, hey, if you want to keep your position as a liaison, you better listen to the city of Contra Costa County and shut down. And what did you do? Because you're a man of integrity, you gave up your position. Did you hear that, Austin? He gave up his position. Sorry, guys. I know it's not cool. I know some of you are like, how can you do this to Austin? He's the most amazing guy ever. I agree. I don't know how I can do it because I feel safe in my fucking 3 Playing Brothers empire. I don't know how I can do it because I'm friends with the Liver King, whoop your ass. I don't know, but I'm just telling you, it's enough is enough.
And it was. I tell you what, it upset me too, and other people I know within the CrossFit executive team when they mandated vaccines to come into the headquarters office in Boulder, Colorado.
How about this? How about Justin Berg moved to Boulder, Colorado, so he could be closer with the executive team, but now he's not allowed in the office because he's not vaccinated. How about that shit? David, Nicole, I don't think, well, I shouldn't speak for them. I don't know that for certain. I don't even know if that's 100% true. I've only heard that from 15 people. Craig, is there anything else you'd like to say? I appreciate you calling in.
No,
What's the solution? What's the solution?
I don't, solution. Well, first of all, I thought, especially with David, it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking to a lot of people that I know that are OGs and been in a long time, and many of my members that have been in and around CrossFit a long time. And the solution is for us is that we'll continue to do what Greg Glassman originally set out to, which is forge elite fitness and then cure chronic disease. And we continue to be the lifeboat in a sea of just absolute chaos and metabolic disease. And we'll continue to do that and fight that fight. And we'll continue to be called Diablo CrossFit as long as that business is open.
What about whether
or not we're affiliated makes
Okay.
doesn't make much of a difference. If I disagree with the direction that CrossFit is heading to begin to commercialize it or begin to allow those sponsors, I won't affiliate with them officially. But
how
I will remain.
How about the fact you don't know who owns the
Diablo
company?
CrossFit.
How about the fact you
What's
don't know
that?
who owns the company? Does that bother you at all?
It does. It bothered me from the very beginning, and I had a conversation with Eric Rosa about it. Those investors have expectations, and I want to know what they are. My experience in the investment industry has taught me that their expectation is a return on the investment, a substantial return on the investment. It has to grow. It has to increase revenues.
But not only that, but did you see Greg Boyd's theory? Greg Boyd had a theory. Did you see it earlier in the show?
No, I didn't see his.
You mean you weren't watching an hour and 52 minutes ago?
I might have been.
Greg Boyd basically said, go ahead, Matt, tell him.
I was just basically he said Coca-Cola bought it as an insurance policy just to get CrossFit out of the way. They're the ones that
he proposed a theory that Coca-Cola.
I saw that speculation.
Yeah.
And that's a possibility that they funded it, but I doubt it.
But it's not crazy
but it
talk.
Is a possibility.
But it's not crazy talk.
Absolutely
That's the
not.
thing. Who just tell us about it? Are you upset? What do you think about the NSCA case being sealed? What the fuck?
Right. Dude, I get a lot of people. They need to look up who funds the CDC, and that was another thing that Greg Glassman uncovered.
Mm-hmm.
He said
the funding for years ago.
Yeah.
Gary Gaines said that their products will speak for themselves and they'll be a more quiet company. You're not a more quiet company. That's code for less transparent. We want to know what you think. I want my leader to be outspoken.
Absolutely.
I want him to talk about the underwear that's so tight that it's killing fucking sperm. We're a health company.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, tell me. I'm open ears. He kept saying stuff like, we're okay doing things and getting them wrong. Okay, well then speak your mind.
Yeah,
really really do something. You're definitely afraid of doing something wrong. You better fucking check yourself. Thank you, Mr. Howard. Is there anything else?
Thank you for having me on, and thank you for the love too. I appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing. It's the OGs appreciate it a great deal.
I will. I'm 250 shows away from fucking not doing this anymore. Okay, bye.
Right on, brother.
Thanks, Craig. You know, Craig's such a good dude. He's a mentor of mine as well too, and I reached out to him a couple years back, and just super generous with all the stuff that he gave, just to help out another affiliate owner too.
Oh man, here we go. No more phone calls. Hi, Whitney. How are you?
Hey, it's actually no Whitney. Probably getting my wife's number there. Hey, this is Ivan.
Did you see how my voice was different because I thought it was a girl? I'm like, hi, Whitney.
I think you were
How you doing, Whitney? What's up, girl?
Ivan from ATI. I'm calling back because I was listening to Craig, and you can make me your last caller too if you wanted to, but I'm just saying. I want to kind of just follow what Craig was saying. I think that that as an affiliate, right? Craig's been around CrossFit longer than me, but you know, I'm so passionate about what I do, and I kind of wanted to mention like Matthew's t-shirt. Matthew, can you show your t-shirt real quick, like, to people so you can see the t-shirt you're wearing there? It's crushing big soda, right? I mean, I feel like a lot of us that we're actually around with Greg was doing this stuff are the ones that we have to continue preaching this, right? Because I think that, you know, that's all we can do, right? That's all we can do, right? It's that we know what we're doing. We know the reason why we are doing this, and all we can do really is continue what we're doing. So I told my clients and my members all the time, look, don't stress too much about what you can't really control, but what can you do right now to actually, you know, make a change? And all we can do really is continue what we're doing. Now, we want to know.
You're reaching your time limit.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to.
You know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying.
To mention that, because if we don't know what CrossFit is doing, if we're blindsided, right? It's a little frustrating because we are an affiliate, right? And I think that I feel like they're forgetting about us, or even though we're not.
Wait, do you own an affiliate?
Yeah.
CrossFit, yeah.
CrossFit what?
ATI.
We talked about it. I'm the dog food guy.
Oh shit! You call back again?
I am, because I'm listening to what you guys are talking about. I have to.
This show needs to be more popular. No one should be able to make it in twice.
I heard Craig talking to you, and I just wanted to continue the conversation about exactly what we need to do as an affiliate, right? So I'm saying how, you know, we need to continue what talking about what CrossFit is about, right? And I think that whatever happens, you know, we don't have full control. As an affiliate, I can't control what CrossFit is going to do.
I hear you. I hear you. There's going to be a huge chunk of the group that's not even going to know that the water got hotter. It's the frog metaphor. Like there's a huge chunk of people who are going to like it's going to get watered down. It's going to get changed. Like this thing has lost its true north. You have prove me wrong. What if I hope I'm fucking wrong like no other. But I'm not, but I'm totally, as Gary Gaines says, I'm totally open to being wrong. I'm open to because anyone who says like change or evolution or that, like you're not seeing it. It's not like that. It's not like, well, the planet would be great without water. It's just change. I mean, it's like that. Okay, I gotta go.
Did you hang up on him? Oh.
Yeah. That's why there's two different messages going on here. I get it. Yeah, keep doing the same thing. Keep preaching. I love it. Keep spreading the good word of Greg Glass. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that this beast up here that now owns this name is not going to LA anymore. It's going to Alaska.
Right. In an evolution, what was what Greg had with the DDC. He was bringing the doctors in that were like-minded against. That's an evolution of CrossFit. It starts in the ranch in Dave's parents' dirt, and it ends in LA and Madison. That's an evolution. That's the
evolution. Here's another evolution. The evolution is, remember when it used to be Forge and Elite Fitness and used to be work capacity across broad time and modal domains, and then Greg added also longevity to it, and all of us were like, oh, it was like a fucking cartoon. Like we were all excited. He added not only health like in the moment, but living longer. I mean, yeah, it was we were a part of a fucking scientific experiment. It's not anymore.
Right. And this,
but Sevan, we can still do this. Fine, still do it. I do it. But the people at the top are going to start lying to you. They don't even know they're lying to you. Well, maybe Gary did when he said the mandate thing, because that was just retarded. Retarded. Well, you look up the word retarded for me, Caleb. I'll fucking tell you guys what the fuck retarded means.
I think we've looked it up before.
Okay, Caleb. Every time I look at him now, I just see gay porn star. Sorry, Caleb.
Oh my gosh.
I have to get that out of my system before Will comes back. I want to tell you guys, it's older use. It was usually offensive in its older use. Well, I guess like in the old days, characterized by slowness or limitation in intellectual understanding and awareness, emotional development, academic. Yeah, that's how I was using it when I called what Gary said retarded. Not Gary retarded, but I was using it in kind of an offensive way. That one. I think he might be actually really smart and a good dude, but
yeah, he's definitely smart.
But he keeps throwing kindling out, and I'm. Can you show me the dragon, Gary? Every time CrossFit talks, I just see it as a handful of wood, and I just have to go over with my can of WD-40, and there it is. There it is. I think I see Gary Gaines getting like, oh no, that was Malleolo. Look, you can see Malleolo flying through the air. Boom.
Oh my gosh. Leave the poor guy alone.
Oh, Austin, I love you, baby. I love you. I just can't do it.
I think this is important thing here. David commented and said, I still don't understand why you don't suggest the affiliation, because it's not about what we suggest you do or we don't do. What we're trying to do is just shed light on the situation and the truth of what's actually happening. That's all. So like the decision to affiliate or de-affiliate, that's completely up to you guys and what you ought to do. We're just trying to point out the fact that we just don't know what we're affiliating with anymore.
If I want to tell you, be completely honest with you guys ready? I'm seeing some stuff come out of CrossFit HQ that's coming to me that I see that looks like it's from Weinstein, but I don't know who it's from. And it looks like propaganda. And what does propaganda look like? And I started the show like this. It's when you say ambiguous stuff to try to burn someone. So I would say, hey, I saw Matt Souza in the aisle at, I would tell his girlfriend, hey, I saw Matt in the aisle of, at CVS, the aisle, where do they sell condoms? What's that aisle called? Like the birth control aisle at CVS. and because I like Matt Souza's girlfriend and I want to get with her, but I'm just planting that seed. And it may even be true, but it's so ambiguous. And then so she's like, hey, Matt, what were you doing at CVS? And he's like, I don't know, just getting a candy bar. She's like, well, what were you doing in the birth control aisle? Well, it was a shortcut to where the candy bars are. And next thing you know, if I see you guys doing that, like, I do not want to do that to anyone. Just so you know, like, I don't want to lay out anything and be like, these are bad people. And I saw so-and-so littering out. I don't know how to do it even.
Yeah, it's wordsmithing. It's very thought out.
I don't want to say, like, they did it to Greg and they did it to me, and the New York Times did it. It's just basically and Andy Stump did it. You just lay shit out and then let other people figure it out. But lawyers are looking into his sexual exploits. Like,
right. It's just framing.
Exploits. Yeah.
It's the way that
Can I see the dragon again, Caleb?
Oh boy.
Can you make it big? Can you make the dragon big? I might need the dick and the hip song too. Can you make it the dragon big? Oh, darn it.
Jesus.
No, cheese and crackers.
Cheese and rice.
Do you remember in Game of Thrones? Look at the guy shaking the weenie to the right. That's great.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm shaking my weenie in your guys' face, just so you know. But I will turn into that dragon.
Oh my gosh.
I do not start doing that to my friends. Do not start that propaganda machine up to my friends, because then it will be just like, it will be so bad.
Well, that's the playbook, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the total playbook. It's the total playbook. Yeah.
Yep.
You do not hurt anyone's feelings on the way out. Do not let that happen to my friend. Do not make stuff up to try to mitigate damage to yourself. Do not try misdirection. I know you're so happy that fucking defunct, broken little old man Biden was elected, Andrew Weinstein. I know you're so happy. I don't even know how you sleep at night from your fucking mansion in Costa Rica where you fucking hide like a coward. You talk to the CrossFit community with your fucking PR bullshit. You've never even done a workout. My shoulder hurts. I can't. Yeah, I'm hiding in Santa Cruz, California. I go to the Point Market at like 4 times a week. Do CrossFit every single day. Well, kind of. And if I it will become we will start wordsmithing together. If you do that, then I won't do it back to you, but I'll dig up even more stories. I'll hunt down even digger into your fucking like super negative, pathetic Twitter account, your weasel Twitter account. You're like the worst of humanity. You're feeble and you're weak and you use words to fucking attack people who actually want to fucking better themselves. And now you're at CrossFit HQ. You go wherever Rosa goes. You follow him around. Okay. 2 hours and 18 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to revisit this. I got too wound up. But I think 2 hours and 18 minutes is good. We have Ellie Turner on tomorrow, competing at Wadapalooza.
Oh, man.
I'm looking at the screen like if my mom's looking at it right now. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I call her when the show's over to kind of like test the waters.
Brian isn't here to rein him in. Come on, Matthew, you got to rein him in. Savon, remember Michael Jordan quote, liberals listen to podcasts too. I actually think it was Republicans buy shoes. That's the quote she's, or I don't know why it's a she. I guess
You
the
guys,
women
as
there
I don't
look
know,
like
I don't want to say de-affiliate. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's not my. I don't know what to do. And I wouldn't even say don't affiliate. I wouldn't say anything. But I do just want to talk about the little bits of truth that I know, and that's it. I'm just trying to share with you what I know. And that's the thing. Like, you need to find out who owns this company. You need to find out what happened in the NSCA case. These are huge pieces of the puzzle. You need to stop saying this is the natural evolution. You're not getting it. You're not thinking clearly. It's like saying that you don't want hate speech, and you're not thinking clearly. That gets rid of freedom of speech. You're just not thinking clearly. I used to not think clearly too. It's okay. Just have to keep working on it. We talked about Austin.
Should save some of those notes for another episode.
I want to finish with this. One of their premises on this podcast with Chris Cooper, where the question was, hey, why would someone affiliate? What's the affiliate proposition? Is we listen to feedback. It's really important to listen to feedback. And it's also, there's times to not listen to feedback. But what's hilarious is it's something they really pride themselves on. Oh, we listen to feedback. Well, that's funny because you have the comments turned off on this post. Mr. North America in charge, whatever the fuck title they gave you. You have the comments turned off on this post. Thought feedback was so important. Stop lying. Just stop talking. I'm just going to go. Oh man, there's a great Julian Michaels meme. You guys seen that one going around? She's replacing Dave Castro. It's so good. Probably good. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to try to give this a break, but I am trying to get Dave on. I am trying to get Greg on. I'm just getting a lot of head nods, but not. I'm not trying to get them on I'm trying to get them on in their time. Like, I don't care if they really come on, but more like I'm telling them I'm here for them. If they want to breathe. If they want to come out, I want to look at the calendar and tell you what's going on. And I really don't want to do this. I'm usually not nervous before a show. This show is fucking all wow. I was like shaking. I have Ellie Turner on tomorrow at 7 a.m. She's really, I'm anxious to talk to her. She's Australian, so she's got to be cool. Then on Monday, on the Josh and Sevon podcast, we have Paul Saladino on. That you're not going to want to miss that. That's going to be at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And Josh has been trying the carnivore diet, which is really cool. Then at 6 p.m. on Monday, we have Wadapalooza predictions, and that will be with John Young and Brian Friend. Those are always massive shows, and I'll try to keep my mouth shut and not bring up any of this shit. And
we'll see how successful we are.
On Tuesday, I have to drive Avi to Sunnyvale for his professional skateboarding. No, I don't see anything on the calendar for the 11th, 12th. Oh, I think on the 12th or the 13th, we will have Matt O'Keefe on just before I am all jacked on creatine.
Yeah, sometime on the 12th, and then after that, the 13th, 14th, 15th is all Wadapalooza. So that is all open for that.
Okay, so somewhere we'll have Matt O'Keefe on, and then we'll just blast through Wadapalooza, which I'm super duper excited about.
Mm-hmm.
If you are going to Wadapalooza and you do see Matt Souza there or any of our other people, please buy them a cup of coffee so that they don't have to get distracted and do that, or hold your jacket open so they can pee in the bushes and not be distracted from holding the camera. Caleb, thank you. Everyone, more notes. CrossFit HQ. Stop talking. Don't. No more kindling. Okay.